So, hello, everybody. It is me, Demetra K, and I am sitting here with Donovan, the recovering Democrat Sadiq, also known as the Black Yul Brenner, shiny as ever. So, I also like to say the purpose of the Demetra K Show is to promote Black love, knowledge, and understanding of all things that go on in the Black community to make us an even better people, with the emphasis on even, because we are great people, but we can always strive to do better. Also, like to say a big giant thank you, hello, and welcome to YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. You are the other side of the conversation. Not only are you viewers, but you are family, and sometimes we do share the link. All I ask is that if I've never seen you on here before and your profile looks like this, please show me this. And if you want to go back to that, you are more than welcome to do so. I just want you to know that only I can see you before I bring you up to the big screen. Not even Donovan can see you. I want to see you if I've never seen you on here before, because I want to cut down on the shenanigans, because sometimes people like to play too much. Okay. So anyway, I also ask that we are respectful to each other up on the platform and in the comment section. Y'all know there's certain things that we can and cannot say. So the things that we cannot say, please let's not say them or type them, so that we can continue doing what we're doing here when we're here, right? So today we are going to discuss that of Father's Day. Now, also want to say a big giant happy Father's Day to everybody. Well, not everybody, right? But the fathers, to all the fathers out there, you are wonderful, amazing, and guess what? We could not be here without you. Also, since it is Father's Day, I was like, Donovan, what do you want to talk about today? Since it's Father's Day, you get to pick the topic. And this was his topic, okay? Was not my topic, but I'm here to play along. He wanted to discuss, why can't men have Father's Day to themselves without having to share it with single mothers? So as I said, I will oblige, since it is Father's Day and it is your day. So anyway, who do we have on here before we get started? Monet, I haven't forgot. I'm gonna make you a moderator as soon as I go on to the other side of, I guess the back office of the studio of YouTube, but I haven't forgot. More threads, how you doing? You are here early, brother Don. I hope you are doing well. Black America, happy Father's Day, happy Father's Day, happy Father's Day, happy Father's Day, happy Father's Day times the 16. Happy Father's Day. Carols, how are you? Happy Father's Day. If you are a father, to everybody out there, Ja Rules, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Emmett, what's going on? You know what? I'm gonna let Donovan explain all that to y'all. Like I said, I'm just here. I'm here. I've been to ancestors. I hope you are doing well. Easy E, how are you? Donovan does have children. He is a father. So before we get started, because I'm not going to say too much, I don't think, well, I'm going to talk, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to let Donovan open. And Lucius, how you doing? I'm going to want to say a big giant happy Father's Day to my father, as I have already done that this morning, but I want to say it again on air. Daddy, if you are watching this, which you probably aren't, you will probably watch it later. I love you dearly. I thank you for everything that you have done for me, everything that you have taught me, all the wisdom, knowledge, and just everything that you continuously share with me. Thank you for, as I said, just being a great father in every way, shape, or form. Thank you for, if I needed your last, you would give it to me without hesitation. Thank you for setting the example of what a man should be, what a father should be. As I always say, and Daddy, I say this to you as well, men like you are becoming more and more rare. So thank you for being a shining example. And if I had to choose fathers, I would choose you all over again. So thank you once again, Daddy, for everything that you do and you continuously do for me and my siblings. Donovan.
All right. Welcome back to the program, you guys. It's great to have you. To all the big ups to Black men, all the brothers out there, deadbeat or not, it is your day. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Father's Day to you guys that are out there holding it down, doing the Al Bundy thing, 40 hours a week for life. How many people can say they can do that, right? That athletic scholarship and that pro dream we had, 90% of us, it gets crushed. It gets crushed right out of high school, right? But we're still here. We're still doing it to the best of our ability. And that's us, because again, you look behind me, whole civilizations are made because of dads, men that are doing these things. So big ups, happy Father's Day to all you guys out there. And before we get started, you guys, please, you guys see a scrolling banner at the bottom: Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, check, credit card. We take it all. If you want to contribute to the program and keep the content creator motivated, that's the way to do it. We really appreciate it. It keeps the content going. It gets the message out. Also, don't forget to download the African Diaspora News Channel app. You can get it on Google Play and the Apple Store. You download that, you get direct videos and things from Demetra K, Brother Phil Scott, and the rest of the African Diaspora contributors that are on there as well. So please download that. This year they are going to Ethiopia. If you're interested in doing that, you can do so as well. You can also subscribe to the African Diaspora News Channel on this platform. Go ahead and subscribe, like, and whatever else you need to do over there, and stay in content with great stuff. Demetra's going to be dropping some really great videos coming up this week as we're getting closer and closer to political season. Speaking of which, political season, at a fundraiser here in California, your president, embarrassing us again, pulled a Mitch McConnell and froze up at a fundraiser held by Barack Obama. Barack Obama had to walk him off the stage. I want you guys to think about this. In a debate with Donald Trump, if this man freezes, what do you think that message is going to send? This is the leader of the United States. Okay. And like I said, it doesn't matter to me which way you guys want to pick. I'm voting Trump as a punitive vote against the Democratic Party, but it was so embarrassing. So again, this is a very, very interesting topic, because if you've been watching the social media thing, you have a lot of these female creatures that are coming out from under their rocks under the sea. I call them sea urchins, the lowest of the low, coming out trying to hijack Father's Day. And so we're going to get you guys' opinion, what you guys think about it. And I have a quick question. We talk about fair, equal, diversity, all this other stuff, right? Look at the men that are on this program right now that should be at 5-star restaurants or a theater or something like that with their spouses, but they're here, and we appreciate them being here. They're here probably at home, barbecuing, kicking it with the kids. The grandkids came over while the son or the daughter went out to go dinner and said, "Oh, look, Grandpa, we're going to let you spend time with your, whatever." But it's never equal when you look at the weight of how Mother's Day is viewed versus Father's Day. To me, it should be equal, because it takes two to make children. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to swing it back to Demetra. We're going to say hi to a few more of you guys before I give you guys my commentary today.
I thought you was going to get into it. Avenge the Ancestors, thank you so much for the donation. Love it. Appreciate you for that. Let's see who else came on here. MD Williams, Bape Rags, how are you doing? Let's say Marjorie and a few others. Till Dog. Okay, so and Ironworks, I didn't say anything. I was just sitting up here, just I didn't say a word. In my face, I could have been thinking about what I'm gonna have for dinner today or something. I don't know. Facts Not Feelings, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. It says peace and love, family. Happy Father's Day. Society does not allow for men to be celebrated with two submissive and loving wives who await us when we come home, but we build the world and pushing ahead. Black America, you're working. Well, you keep on trucking, brother. Hey, Rafi, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Samaj, how are you? Says Biden will be so confused during the debates. Trump will just say, sit down, Joe. He will. Dementia is a serious thing if that's what he has. So anyway, okay, so Donovan wants to get into this whole little thing that I will say I see on Father's Day as well. Women saying, or some women, and I've even seen some men concede to that. Happy Father's Day to the mother. And also, if you're a single mom, right? Happy Father's Day to you as well, to the single moms. And actually, in one of these groups I was in, they were saying that, right? A lot of the women, it wasn't even sisters as much, it was white women as well, saying, well, I have to do both jobs, so I should also be, congratulated for being a good father and, all that other stuff. And so, as I said, I was speaking to Donovan, and he says he wanted to cover this topic as to basically why the fathers have to share that of which with the single moms who feel like she is doing both jobs, the mom and the father's job. So as I said, I'm just sitting here. I have an opinion, but I want to see, do you guys think that's a major problem? If so, why do you think some moms go out of their way, the single moms, to say on Father's Day, Happy Father's Day to me as well, because I am also doing the job of a father. So I want to hear what you all have to say, and I'm just going to read the comments. I'll interject when I need to. Let's see who else came on here. Y'all talking about Biden and Mike Nice. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Barry, how you doing? So you say no, and I'm sorry, no to what? Because I just be talking. Facts Not Feelings says moms being fathers or both jobs is the effing problem. Okay, and Mike Nice say Happy Father's Day. Lady Blue, how you doing? A long time no see. So Donovan, hey Stephen, how you doing? Happy Father's Day to you as well. And tell the wife we said hello. So Donovan, what is chapping your hide or your bald head about women, single mothers, saying that, well, Happy Father's Day to me. There's no father around, so I have to step in and do the role of the daddy too. What seems to be the problem?
All right. The problem is this. When a woman says she's doing the job of a man, number one, for me, it is saying that she's not feminine at all. Because, either you're a woman or you're a man. Which one is it? Don't tell me about this trans stuff. Either you're a woman or man. So again, it just shows the vitriol and the bitterness of some of these women who are getting information from their older aunts and mothers and grandmothers and all this other stuff at the bad decisions that they're making. The good thing about what is happening today is the younger generation, they are seeing the mistakes of the older generation, and a lot of them are not ending up like that. They're like, nope, I rather prioritize marriage. I rather do this. I don't want to live a struggle life, whatever. If you talk to a lot of older women that are sane, okay, just because talking to them, some of them just won't give it up. They won't give up the ghost for nothing. They can't be wrong. They can't do this. They will say, my decisions of not having another person, and don't get me wrong, nobody's telling you to stay with a relationship that's not working. We're not saying that. But I've ran into a lot of women that have said that they did not realize that this struggle lifestyle that their mothers and their aunts kept telling, girl, you could do it by yourself. You could do it. It was a lie. It was a total lie. So in regards to that, regardless of what a deadbeat this father is, regardless of what a jerk he might be, and it didn't work out, whatever, he's designated a day. And if this guy's a jerk or whatever the situation is, ladies, you've picked him. You've picked that person to have children with and to start that family. And it amazes me when I see women that dog men so badly. They just hate men. They just hate them. And what kills me is they have sons. A lot of these women have sons. So what is that saying about your son? What is that saying about your father? What is that saying about your brother? Much less all your other cousins. It's just a sad day. Now, when it comes to Mother's Day, there's no equity in regards to it. I have never seen on a blog during Mother's Day some dude coming out who maybe is a single father talk about, yeah, it's my day too. I played mom too. Because real men don't do that. We let you guys have your day. We let you guys go on, doing whatever it is you guys are doing. And we keep it pushing because our day is coming, right? But when our day comes, We ain't going to the 5-star restaurants, most of us. We're not going, getting special gifts and stuff like that. If anything, we're barbecuing and we're chilling and doing pretty much what we do anyway. Good example, Black America, he's working today. He's doing his thing, whatever he's probably doing, because that's his job, right? It's no big deal. But the problem that I have, and I think a lot of people are having and they're seeing, when you are now delineating and erasing the line between male and female, and you've got children looking at that and they thinking that's okay behavior, then why can't men take over Mother's Day? Why can't we? Oh yeah, it's our day too. We're going to go and do what we got to do, right? I know some people say, well, if you're married, and your wife's going out, you guys are going to go out. You're taking part of that. Yes, we know that, but 70% of women in the Black community are not married. So if you guys want to do your thing, and this is the biggest problem, Demetri, I know you don't agree with this, but this is the biggest problem in the Black community, in my opinion. We put our women on moms are put on a pedestal to the fact of the matter is they could do no wrong. Mom could put the lights in your name, ruin your credit as a child, but she's still your mama, right? She could go to prison because she's on drugs, whatever. She's still your mama. She didn't even raise you. She's still your mama. She's held up here. But let the relationship not work out with the man. Oh, he a deadbeat. The man ain't paying child support. Oh, he ain't doing this. He ain't doing that. Maybe, he's a young guy. You expect him to pay. It ain't going to happen, whatever. We channel low the guy so badly, but the woman could be in the same predicament and she's still held up on that pedestal because she's a mom. The woman gets in trouble. I'm a mom. I've got kids. That's her go-to every time. But when it's a guy, and I've said this on the show several times, we are held accountable every day for everything that we do. And I'm not sitting here trying to be bitter or nothing like that. What I'm trying to do is point out the difference. And what's sad to me is you good women that are on this show and off the show, whatever, you guys see these videos of these women spouting this BS against men without any regard. It's a holiday for men. And what kills me is, and I'm not talking to you guys specifically, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of intelligent women who get it that sit in silence and let these women do what they're doing instead of checking them. What do you think?
I was listening to you, but I was looking at something too. Because I always hear that, the statistic of 70% of Black women aren't married. And I was looking and it looks like about 62% of Black men are not married either. This is statistics of 2019. So the numbers really are not that far off from one another. So I don't even know how we continue to just talk about the percentage of Black women that are not married and not really talk about the percentage of Black men are not married, because it also says, let's see, hold on, there's a lot of numbers I'm working with. I'll get back to that. So yeah, so the numbers are low, I guess, or high, depending on how you look at it for both of us. You said a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't even really know where to go. I'm just letting you kind of get that off your chest. But you said something about moms being praised no matter what, and fathers not being praised no matter what. I think that probably has a lot to do with because the children mostly live with the mama, right? The children mostly are with the mama most of the time. If the mom and dad are not together, most of the time the woman has custody of the children, making it that the father shows up on the weekend, sometimes every other weekend, depending on where he lives. Maybe he comes, half the week. I don't know. So I think it has a lot to do with who is spending the most time with the children. And so, yeah, I can see why that is, and the mama is the first everything that child sees, right? That child has been in the mother 9 months, come out as the first person that they see. They, have a bond, not saying they don't with the father, but I just think that's what it is. So I think children are naturally in a way to where they feel and sympathize with the mom more. But I'm gonna wait until I really give my commentary. I'm gonna just let y'all have y'all moment because I don't want it to get off to a rocky start just yet. Cause I don't even know if I'm gonna even, if it get too out of hand, then yeah, I'm gonna have to really just jump on in there. But I'm gonna let you fathers vent today. I'm just gonna, but don't get too crazy though. Don't get too crazy because I'm gonna have to
see what I mean? It's our day, and now she's telling us we can't do what we got to do. Do you see the problem in the West? Do you guys see the problem?
Well, the problem is, as I said, don't get too far off the doggone chain now. Okay. Let's see here. Where did I leave off? Okay, top notch rocker, how you doing? Says greetings, Demetra and Donovan, and happy Father's Day to your dad, Demetra, as well as Donovan. Yes, indeed. Thank you. And if you're a father, happy Father's Day to you as well. Ja Rouge said the real problem is too many. Oh, your cat's waking up. Too many men have children with women. Women are not married to. Listen, this is y'all day. I'm gonna let y'all speak. Eric, how you doing? Says I truly
flag on the field. See how she agreed with that? Flag on the field. Go ahead.
Hey. Erica said, I truly believe Black Americans are confused and keep trying to emulate white people's society. Black American females can't afford to take this white people's feminist position when it comes to Black men. It will be the end of the Black family. I mean, I guess, but it's not the only way it'll be the end of the Black family. See, I'm about to butt my lips today. I'm about to butt my lips. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but I'll just say this. That's not the only reason the Black family is in trouble, okay? But I will concede some of that. MD says, we've opened the door to all manner of confusion. Yes, indeed, ironwork. He said, Donovan, American society isn't built for men anymore. It's up is down and down is up. And it's because we follow them folks for guidance. It's not disciplining our children the way we know how. Facts Not Feelings says, the West made a big mistake in empowering women the way they did. Big mistake. It will destroy civilization eventually. GY says, Donovan, Donovan is bitter, male supremacy. You cannot tell a grown woman what to do with her life. I'm going to just keep reading. Let me get to
flag on the field. Flag on the field. See, this is what we're talking about there.
But listen. Let me just finish reading, brother. Okay. Good. Steven, he said, say that, Donovan, no 5-star restaurant dinner, McDonald's at best. So he said that's what fathers get. Ja Rule said the world is more expensive now. That's why being a single mother is more costly. Barry says, bravo, Donovan. Did I say hello to you, by the way? All right, so let me skip down a little bit so I can catch up. Brother Arson, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Happy Father's Day to all is what you say. Of you that celebrated, yes, indeed. Okay. I say, if you celebrated. Marjorie says, I have never alienated my children from their dad. He chose to be a narcissist, and myself and his second wife's children do not want anything to do with him. Case closed. Jay Bubba says, and the court set up all for the mamas to have them all the time. Angela, hello. You say there are many reasons why a mom may be raising her kids alone. I refuse to take the blame for my children's father. Choose not being able to keep his vows he proposed to me after we met in college. Super Patriot, how you doing? Brother Samuel, I hope you are doing well and you're having a fabulous Father's Day. Painful Truths, how you doing? It says Double Standards. And Tahuti Ra, how you doing? It says right on, Donovan. Okay. M, how you doing? It says, we are grown adults acting like children. Is it clearly Father's Day? Mothers, respectfully, go sit down somewhere. Jeez, okay. Lady Blue says, the mom produced life. Men make deposits. You are welcome to your day. All right. All right, let me skip down again so I can give it back to Donovan, as I'm sure he has a lot to say. Frederick, how you doing? You say the end is here. The moment the Black woman embraced LBJ's welfare plan, our community have been hustling backwards ever since. Ooh, Lord. I had to tell my mind to be quiet. Feet Funkerson, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. We the people, what is going on with you? One who cares. I hope you're having a great day. Say happy Father's Day, Donovan, and all the dads in the chat. You like when I say yes, indeed? Listen, I'm going to be saying yes, indeed, quite a bit today. And Edwin, how you doing? Says, men should be allowed to have our say. You should, listen, you should be allowed to have your say on your day, but God dog, don't you lie and get off the damn chain.
then we're not having our say. We are not, see what I'm talking about? We cannot say, we have to be PG, we have to be nice. We can't, tell the truth, because you know what? Truth is kryptonite to some women. Like I said, I said some women, but there's going to be a lot of women that didn't hear the some. Only a hit dog hollers.
Facts and Feelings says mothers often lie to children's father. What lies? One did not say she was cut off the set. Did not say she was cut off the set. I know what that meant, but I was trying to get the content. It says cheated, being crazy, sabotaging the relationship, changing after the marriage. So you're saying that's what? Oh, so you're saying she's not saying that's what she did. Okay. Hey, average logical thinker. I hope you're doing well. Corey, what's going on with you? You say happy Father's Day to all the great dads out here. Monday says Father's Day is for the men. Keep it. Don't pay attention to some women doing too much. I mean, yeah. We the people say Black father stand up. Yes, indeed. In Black America, you say it's Father's Day and she still wants to be in charge. Ha ha. I don't know if I'm in charge. I mean, it's kind of my show, I'm just saying, if it was Jesus's birthday, whenever that is, you got to, you can't be off the chain up here, okay, for a whole lot of reasons. So it has nothing to do with Father's Day or anything like that. Ironwork says, haha, truth is kryptonite to some women. It's a lack of honesty and accountability is what it is. Laugh out loud. Samuel, see how you doing. Edwin says, without talk back, reflect, relax, release, without talk back. Okay. Marjorie says, no, whining about this anymore. Come on, guys, just step it up. As I said, this was not my topic. I'm just here moving the mouse here and there. Steven said, Demetria, that was a red flag. I call foul. Listen, I'm just reading. Super Pager says, I absolutely love y'all. Well, we absolutely love you too. Hey, Herschel, how you doing? Erica said, laugh out loud. I can't wait to hear your opinion, Demetria. And I'm 65 and watch U.S. government cause a division between Black men and women in the late 60s and 70s. It was deliberate, and many Black Americans don't understand this today. No, I mean, right. But I like how you said the division between Black men and women. It wasn't just the women that did that. It was when we have conversations, we got to have the whole conversation. Because the way I hear a lot of men, I'm saying too much. Because when I hear a lot of men, especially on this internet, talk about how the government gave a Black, y'all making it seem like the government showed up. Hey, Black woman, here's $50. Kick his Black ass out the house. And
they did.
Brother, come on now. Come
did
on.
Do that. That's when the social worker came down. You saw Claudine. You saw Claudine.
I also saw Rufus step up to the plate. Now, wait, no. Since you brought up Claudine, Rufus also was on the run from his own kids. And was mad because they was getting hit for child support. Now listen to I'm glad you brought up Claudine.
Where's the sisterhood? Where's the sisterhood?
Rufus was not paying child support for his own biological children. He was mad as hell that they was getting all up in his paycheck, and then he ran off and married Claudine with 19 of her kids. Anyway, so as I was saying,
wait, let me interject on that. That is why when people say Black men don't take care of their kids, that may be true. We take care of other people's kids within the community. We might not take care of our own, but we take care of Clarence's kids and Thomas's kids.
I truly understand why Prince said, this is why doves cry. I get it now. I am a believer. But yeah, it's a little bit more to it than the government showed up with some funky money and some food stamps saying kick him out the house, okay? Because I doubt very seriously there was a women with a man making some good money talking about, oh yeah, they're going to give me a lot less than what you doing. Because come on now. Most women that was on the welfare struggled bad, okay? We're talking about rats and roaches bad. No hot water bad. Bad. It wasn't like they was living in a lap of luxury. It wasn't doing none of that.
Well, can I ask you this, though? Okay. I agree with you. Let's just say I agree with you. if that wasn't the case, Demetra, then why was it a rule that a man couldn't be in the house if the government didn't intentionally do that?
Because as Brother Eric said, it was a division caused between Black men and women. That's why they did that.
So it was done intentionally to put that, like I said, like in the movie Claudine, you couldn't have the man there. So the government intentionally did that to cause these divisions and things like that. But think about it. If the government had good intentions and I'm a single father, and they say you can't have a woman in the house if you're on government assistance, then why the hell would I want the government assistance if I can't have a man in the house? See what I'm saying?
I do, but like I said, I just hate that we don't have conversations in full. I hate that we run away with these narratives. I can guarantee, well, I don't guarantee, I'm sure there was some women who was, just stupid, but those women that put their man out the house probably did not put a man that had a good job taking care of the household and all of that out the house. Because in a lot of cases, you could not get welfare if you already had money and you were making more than welfare would give you, right? You have to qualify for that. So I would imagine that in some cases, a lot of those men probably were not in the house or what have you, or if they were in the house, they probably, and I wasn't there, I was born in 1971, okay? But they probably weren't making the money that the government was giving. Listen, I'm not saying that is right, but the way y'all tell the story is that, Rufus and Claudine was doing it well, doing it big. Government came with a little check and said, you got to put him out, ma'am. And she kicked him and his hefty bags about the house. And that was history. So come on, let's tell the whole story. Hi, Bernard.
Again, I agree with you 100%. But let's go to the context of that situation. Most Black people in this society are at the bottom. So most of us at that time are not really rich. We're not rich. Most of the people in the 1970s and 60s was mostly white people because they're the biggest group. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about Black folks. Most of us went. Again, there were no jobs. White people were going to employ themselves first, and so on and so forth. You're in the inner cities, whatever. The family's got to survive. Do you know how hard it is? As a matter of fact, Al Jackson put up on a feed yesterday. How many of you guys remember that episode of Good Times where James's father was found, and he explained to James why he left the family? And he said he had to leave the family because it was one less mouth to feed. Now, using our smart logic that we have here, I could understand in the situation that he put it, hey, I have to leave my family so that they can eat. The government's going to provide what I can't provide. So we get that. Okay. And that was the context of that situation. But however, Section 8 and stuff is not a lifestyle. How do you stay on this crap for 4 generations, 3 generations? Whatever the deal, it's supposed to be a temporary thing to get off of the assistance. So when men are talking about how the government comes in there, in my opinion, when I hear guys talk about that, they're saying, how do you stay on it when you should be working toward getting off of it or getting married or doing all this other stuff? And that's where, like you said, it was intentionally done as a division to put us in this trick bag. Because a woman, for some reason, thinks, and I got friends that think this, and tell me if I'm wrong, Demetra. I've got friends that say, man, I'm worth $1.5 million. No, you're less than $1 million. You owe $1.5 million. You're in debt $1.5 million. But do you see how the mind and how they make you feel and think? So you have women that were in Section 8, whatever, let's say 1977. Let's fast forward to 1977. You have women that were saying, hey, I've got my own house. I've got this. I've got that. How the hell you got your own house and it's paid for by the government, which is me, Demetra, and everybody out here watching this program. But this is how people think. Well, a man, you're a young girl, you're 19, you're on Section 8. Fine. Oh, I can't get with no man. He ain't got his own home. He's 22 years old. What home is he supposed to have at 22? But this is how people think. And this is where I think the skew actually happens. What do you think, Demetra?
I mean, and once again, you said a lot of things. Let me answer Facts, I'm feeling this. How come U.S. government did not cause a division between Vietnamese women or, during the Vietnam War, but they can cause a division between black men and women? I think this needs to be studied. You know why? Because ain't nobody else a threat to this world than black people. They know black unity has been said a million times. That once we get in our right minds, black man and woman, and stop fighting and raise a nation, that's the problem. That's why they didn't do that to them, because they're not a threat to whatever they, deem us to be. That's why they did not do that. Also, Donovan, you says basically something about the 60s and, the money, we weren't making that kind of money. It's a lie. Black people were making a lot of money. The problem was white folks wasn't making money. And see, when you study history, the civil rights movement didn't have nothing to do with us. The civil rights movement had everything to desegregating so that they can integrate our money. It wasn't that they were eager to live next door to us, eager for us to sit in their restaurants and dip our black selves in their pools that they would pour acid in and scrub down and drain when we got in there. They needed the money. And so they were like, bet. Let's get together with black people because they got a well-oiled machine. They got their own towns. They got their own businesses. They are not pulling the money into white people's hands. So we need to go ahead and get civil rights, at least the false idea of it, right? That's what happened. Because as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, you cannot have civil rights without human rights. But again, we keep telling that lie that the government showed up and, gave the black woman a check. And that's why and how the black family got disjointed. Again, I get it, y'all. It makes a lot of people feel good. And I'm sorry, I'm going to catch up to all these comments. Hello to everybody that came on there, but we're significantly behind now. But we don't tell the whole story. And I think that it's done by, see, when we lie, especially as black people, when we lie on each other, you are actually helping white supremacy do the job of continuing to disunify black men and women. And the other thing you said, why do women stay on it? Some women stay on it, or we're talking about welfare, it's because they raggedy. Let's keep it a buck. But if that man comes back into the home or brings some finances back into the lives of his children, that woman cannot stay on it. See, the problem is, and I'm saying too much, you got a lot of people bumping their gums and they have no knowledge of what they're talking about. The welfare system nowadays ain't gonna give no woman a bunch of money if she's getting money from a job or the man or something like that. So let's tell the whole story. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, and I'm just going to interject real quick. Once again, no matter what the woman does, there's no accountability. I want you guys to see that. Wait. No, I'm not saying what you were saying was wrong. I'm not saying what you were saying was wrong.
Wait, hold on.
We're always making an excuse.
No, stop. Because see, what you're doing, as I said all of that, listen, if I got to think 5 times before I speak. I said all of that, and you deduce all of what I said. And what I'm saying, brother, is historical. These ain't my facts. This ain't my opinion.
So what I said wasn't historical? What I say wasn't facts?
Wait. No, it was not. You deduced all of that down to...
Then I say what you're saying is not facts.
Okay.
What you're saying
listen, we could go tit for tat, but what I'm saying is, you deduce what I said down to women.
But that's what I'm saying. You deduce down everything that I said. A lot of what I said was based on fact. You just threw it away again.
Wait, stop. Because what you did, and I want to be clear, I said all of that, and you deduced it down. See, that's lazy. First of all, to women not being able to take accountability. Now, how's that women not being able to take accountability?
You are discounting, women had to do this, women had to do that. We understand all that. We know that that's factual. However, the fact of the matter is you're being dismissive of what the men had to do. Even if a system is set up in a way to do that, again, where's the accountability? Where's the accountability? The man should come back and do this. The man can't come back if the government tells her she doesn't need a man to live in a house that they're going to provide.
So does that stop him from taking care of his financial responsibility of a child?
No,
because ain't no government telling no man that you don't have to take care of your child financially. Matter of fact, when that woman gets on the system, they go after that man for the money. So what are you talking about?
We are held accountable no matter what we do. But a woman could go out there and have children after child after child after child. No accountability. None. Zero. Period.
Lazy.
Well, again.
Lazy. That's lazy argumentation. Lazy.
But it's factual. But what you said, and I wrote it down.
You said about we weren't, basically something like we weren't making money, and the woman kicks the man out. It's like, it's a lie. Black people were making money before civil rights took place. We weren't.
But we know that. We're talking about the way, even in the movie Claudine, it was a problem that's why he hid in the closet. There was a problem if the system, it was written into the system. You can't take that out of there. It's written into the system. That's factual. A man cannot be in the home. You can get food stamps or whatever. Let's say you're married, whatever. You can get food stamps or whatever. But if you have a husband, your food stamps are reduced significantly or whatever the deal is. However, we know that a lot of people said, well, I'd rather just get rid of this dude or hide him and say I don't have any kids to get more food stamps. We all know that. We all know that. Is that factual, what I just said?
That part is factual. However, to try to hang that solely on Black women, and y'all talk about how Black women never take accountability, and some of that is true, but how you pointing the finger at Black women and not ever stepping up to the plate, brother? Y'all, and that's another problem too. Y'all like to say that the Black community is matriarchal, which I would agree with that. But then on the other hand, talk about the Black woman won't let me lead. The Black woman won't let us do that. Don't know another man. Matter of fact, as I said, as I gave homage to my daddy today, I never heard my daddy tap out and concede defeat to no woman. Never have I heard him do that. It's this new man that I hear do that. The woman won't let me do this. How, brothers? How do you, trying to be the leader, which you should be, of the Black community, concede defeat to a woman that you deem to be weaker than you? How do you fix your mouths and your fingers to type that a woman won't let you do something?
You want me to respond?
If that's what you feel like you need to do,
I don't know about the men that you're talking about, because the men that I was raised around, that doesn't happen. Like I said, I'm a big Ike Turner supporter. I take care of my business. My house is my house. I can't speak of what happened, but like when you're talking about these new men, who were these new men raised by? Women, single mothers. These are the single mothers that are out here raising these feminized boys that, again, like I said at the beginning of the program, we put the mother on the pedestal no matter what she does wrong. Doesn't matter. It don't matter. She's a single mother. She's doing this. She's doing that. Single mothers in the club. Single mothers doing this. Total irresponsibility. And yet, we're going to talk about these feminized boys raised by single mothers without fathers in the home, because feminism told a lot of women, not all women, told a lot of women they don't need no man. That's where we're at.
Again, I know everybody heard you just not take accountability for men. You put that back on the woman, okay? As I said, it's this new man, this modern man, because y'all talk about, and listen, I swear I'm going to get back in this comment section. In fact, if y'all really want something to say, I'm going to put the link up today, okay? Y'all modern men, always talking about modern women, but God dog it, I ain't never heard so many men today whine about women and
there's
never
got to be some truth to it then. There's got to be truth to it.
Hold on. And like I said, I ain't heard my daddy. I ain't heard neither one of my brothers or no of the other men I know closely whine about women the way a lot of these men do. I'm like, what has happened? Listen, And I've never said that the black woman was above reproach or above criticism. I want anybody to find a clip or a video of me saying that. I know the black woman got a problem. And one thing y'all ain't never gonna do is tell me about black women, because I am one, okay? And that's the other problem. A lot of you men think that y'all could tell women how to be women, and y'all have not learned how to be men. As my father has
oxymoron just now. You just said an oxymoron.
Nah, you men. I never hardly ever see y'all on the internet saying, hey, men, how about you do A, B, C, and D? I could go to every last one of y'all pages and y'all trying to tell a woman what to do, how to be a woman. As my dad, who watches this, often says, those brothers don't know what it means to be with a woman. Y'all think bossing a woman around, telling her how she should look, how she should talk, this, that, and the other. Y'all think that's what it means to be a man with a woman. Y'all better stop watching the damn Bundys or something.
Okay, I'm going to say this. For some reason, whenever we get into this heated debate where I eat your lunch, our likes go up, everything goes up on the page. But I'm going to say this. My Father's Day present today was to muzzle Demetra and get her riled up, and she's doing her best. She's doing her best, but fellas, she can't do it. She can't do it.
Listen,
because remember, we were talking. Now, notice she references her father, who comes from an older generation. She doesn't reference the new guys when it comes to the real men. These new guys are not the real men, and men of her father's generation are few and far between nowadays. Period.
Sad, ain't it? Sad. It's sad, ain't it? Sad reality. Black Americans say you are a very disagreeable woman, but guess what? I ain't your woman, so why you worried about it? Why are you worried about it? You been worried about the mama of your 16 children and see if they, because clearly a few of them disagreed with you a few times, or you were disagreeable to them. And Bernard, you say, Demetra, save your podcast for women. You cap. My podcast is for men and women. I talk to who I want to talk to. Brina, how you doing? It says my daddy told me, I think very early, that any man who blames everything on a woman is not a man. He's right. Yeah, but that's what they do. I couldn't drink water because a woman wouldn't let me. It's like, what do y'all want to take any accountability for?
Demetra, men take accountability no matter what happens. You can put a baby on us and it's not our baby, and we're held accountable to refute it. No matter what we do in this country, I don't care what you women say, because you guys are delusional. But we are held accountable. You guys could go take that same baby and give it up and walk away with no accountability. But a man cannot do that.
You are held accountable, but you don't hold each other accountable. And that's the problem. Y'all want to, like I said, I never, in the last 5 years, this must be this new ilk of men, I ain't never seen so many men cry about it's a woman's. I never heard I could say that. You right, Donovan, that my father is the last of a good breed. And I'm not saying some of y'all ain't no good men, so don't mistake me. I ain't never heard my daddy sit up all day long and whine about what women is doing and women blame this, that. My daddy got up and got after it every day, regardless if a woman was involved or not. Never heard him fix his mouth to say, well, I would, but a woman. I never.
Right. But you got to remember, your dad came from a generation where a good pop in the mouth, like Sherazade Ali used to say, could happen, and he didn't have to face jail. He could check his woman. Wait. That was the generation, the older generation. I'm not saying it's right. What I'm saying is it was done in that day. You could check your woman and it was okay. It was a different time.
First of all, I remember Farrakhan telling a story about how he tried that with Mother Khadijah and she let him have it. And he said, I never thought about doing that no more.
Right, exactly. You just made my point.
No, I did not make your point. I'm saying he tried.
My point was he comes from a different era. If Farrakhan tried it, that means it was something that was common during that day.
It wasn't that common as she rearranged his understanding, and he never did it again.
Right. What I'm saying is, my point is, it was common in that day for men to check their women, regardless of the outcome, if she fought back or not. It was common.
Yes. So it's common for men to be putting their hands on their woman.
Back then, people checked their women. They sure did. Go look at the history.
Why y'all can't check them now?
because the law has backed them up with feminism.
So basically, you weak if you need to put your hands on a woman to check her.
No, not necessarily. The thing is, the consequences that men always face is jail. And some guys still put their hands on women and they go to jail. That's just the simple fact.
As they should. As they should. Under the damn
but let a woman put her hands on a man. I'm a mom. I've got kids. Oh, I've got this. That's what they fall to every time. And then when you look at the adjudication of a case of a domestic violence, woman in almost not all cases, I would say a good majority of the cases, they get probation. The guy gets jail.
So there's no women in jail for whooping on men.
There's 2 or 3 of them.
You know what? Just that's what I said. Y'all want to lie to kick it? It's your day. Y'all won't be liars on Father's Day? It's your day.
I said there's 2 or 3.
Okay, Donovan.
There's 2 or 3. I don't know. I know there are women in jail. I'm just giving you a number. There's 2 or 3.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna open the link because I cannot read all these comments, but I'm gonna open the link. But like I said, we can have a discussion, but what we're not gonna do is lie to kick it. Now, as I said, I ain't trying to, do too much, but what we're not gonna do is sit up here and lie. So I'm gonna share the link. Hey, Buckhorse, how you doing? He says, my father and stepfather ran the house, but my parents didn't. They rarely argued. Say they didn't fight. They were okay. And that's a wonderful household. Let's see. Y. Williams says 2 or 3 out of the 3 million locked up. Y'all want to lie? Continue to lie.
Wait. Well, Demetra, I want you to understand the way men see things and the way women, they're 2 different things. They're 2 different things, and you just got to accept it. Women are going to say and do and I accept it. You guys, you're delusional in my opinion, but that's what I'm saying. You guys want us to think like you, and real men, we're never going to do that. We're never going to do that.
Sherry, I hope I said that right. How you doing? Says and thank you so much for the donation. Says I'm confused. Why are we yelling at men? I don't ever remember watching this kind of show on Mother's Day. Bad example for our upcoming future women. Well, this was not my topic. This was Donovan's topic. And what Donovan is not going to do is get on here and continue lying and making stuff up. And I'm not going to sit here and allow that. And the second of all, I'm yelling, if that's what it sounds like I'm doing, because when I try to speak, Donovan likes to cut me off. And so what I'm saying is, hey, I let you speak. I don't cut you off. Let me speak as well. So again, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. You said bad example for upcoming future women. No, it's not. As I always said, I teach women, yes, you can be feminine, but don't be no punk. Because see, the other thing is too, a lot of men think that a woman's femininity rests on her allowing him to subjugate her. No woman worth her weight gonna let no man subjugate her. And she shouldn't be in a position to have to be subjugated. But I'm going to be feminine. But as I said, I'm not going to be no punk as well. So as my mom used to always say, you can walk softly, but you better carry a big stick too, especially as women. So anyway, let me go ahead and share this link. Okay, hold on a second.
Again, great topics. I'm just proving the fact of the matter is women are wired a certain way, men are wired a certain way, and it's never going to change. Never, ever going to change. At Mike Nice, we're not fighting. Me and Demetra are having a heated discussion where I'm eating her lunch as usual. And the brotherhood is backing me up 100% because we see things a certain way.
Okay, so the link is up in there. Let's see. Again, if I've never, oops, how did I do that? Hold on a second. If I've never seen you on here before, please show me your face. I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes to speak your opinion or whatever the case is. Okay. Stephen James, how you doing? Says, but what stick can a woman carry a man? Ooh, Lord.
Oh, wait, before we bring somebody up, I want to say this. You guys go to your Average Logical Thinkers YouTube page. She had a thing last night that I saw that was talking about, it was similar, not to this conversation, but it had something to do with the way women approach things. And it was a very, very good topic. One of the best ones she's had so far, in my opinion. You guys go to her page, like, share, subscribe, and check it out.
Ja Rules, I see you up here. I'm just waiting for you. Can I see your face? I'm not sure if you've ever come up here before. Gotcha. You can blank it out if you want to. If you're cool like that, then you do your thing. Okay, so I'm finna bring you up. What's on your mind, Ja Rule? Oh, you're muted.
Wait.
There you go. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. No, I just wanted to say that a lot of times women like stand in the way of dudes seeing their kids or not wanting to let without the woman going, that kind of thing, or having somebody sit there with the child, emasculating the man when he's with the child. Some other adults got to be there. There's a lot of things that go on that make it to where women are difficult when it comes to having children, especially when the relationship sours.
Yeah, so whose mic is unmuted? Okay, so that Ja Rule, you're having some feedback. I'm gonna put you on mute. I don't know if you have me on in the background, but I'm gonna put you on. Yeah, you got me on the background. So whatever that is in the background. Okay, much better. Nope. Okay, so I just muted it for a second. Oh, so you say fathers, mothers basically who alienate the child from the father. Yes, that does happen. Unfortunately, that does happen a lot. See, I'm not going to be like y'all and say, oh, you chose her though, right? Because I understand that only works in regards to women. Y'all get to say y'all chose your bad baby daddy, all that other stuff, because you can't, it's don't cry over spilled milk, right? But I would say this, as I said, I say to a lot of men that I have helped, put the white man on her. When she alienates your child from you, she won't let you see your child. Take her to the system. Take her to court. And if y'all have a court order and she's not abiding by that, then go modify it. See, the problem is, and I say this all the time, just like y'all say single women keep women single, y'all, some of y'all men, I ain't gonna put the word bitter on, even though that's what came to my mind. Some of y'all keep men not seeing your child. Some of y'all keep men getting child support raised and all kind of stuff. Some of y'all keep men in a whole lot of predicaments in regards to a wayward baby mama. Because a lot of times I hear a lot of men say, oh, well, the courts are stacked against men. Why even go to court in the first place? You go to court so you can pencil whip her, just like she tried to pencil whip you. But you cannot say, I don't have any nothing to do with my child, and you didn't go and put the white man on her like she did you. Stop not knocking off. Like, fight for your children. I cannot tell you how many men that I have helped with paperwork and told them what to do in order to get in or stay in the lives of their children. But I hear a lot of y'all say that. There ain't nothing we can do. So stop doing that. Go, and I'm sorry that you have to fight her. But if I have to, you chose her. Anyway, Black America, what's on your mind? And Ja Rules, thank you. I don't know what happened. I didn't. Okay, you're back. Black America, what's on your mind?
Good afternoon. I just have a question.
Yes. I didn't do that. Ja Rule,
yeah, remember he's on the road, so he might have some.
Ja Rule, did you want to respond?
I didn't hear what anybody said. I was muted for a while. I just said what I said. Did you hear what I said about the alienation? Yeah, that's big. That happens more often.
I responded as well. It was kind of lengthy. I'm sorry that you didn't hear. Let me put you back on mute for just a second. Okay. Black America, what's how you doing? Happy Father's Day. What's on your mind?
Yes. You can hear me now? I got a phone call.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. My question to you, Ms. D, is why don't you believe men? It seems to me like most of us that are in the chat, that come up on the panels, that are your subscribers, like most of us are men. Like I said, you are the only woman that I have like subscribed to, and it's probably because of like the age frame with you and Donovan. We're like all around the same age, right? So when I'm not looking at this might be risky or teen fatty or medium man or something like that, I look at you guys. But it seems like the men tell you their stories, what's happening, what is very possible, what happens to us and with us, and it just seems like you give so much pushback, like it absolutely can't be true that these women out here are horrible, or that women absolutely traded off a man taking care of her and being able to have some correction on her versus going and getting welfare and food stamps and not having to actually listen to a man.
So I don't know if I see this is kind of where I'm gonna have to push back. I don't know any of y'all personally to say your story is not true. All I'm saying to you is no absolutes involved with that, because I don't know any women that I hang out with that have done that to any men. So that is probably true for you. I'm not saying that is not. I'm not discounting your story. Trust me, brother, I got a lot of stories, but you don't never hear me saying anything that I've gone through a relationship was all a man's fault. You've never heard me say that, because it's not. So I don't know your situation.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
I don't have the knowledge to not believe you, but I'm saying your situation and experience does not encompass everybody. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so if this is the problem, and this is what I'm saying, how many men will it actually take with these stories for you to believe that this is an actual factual thing that's going on? Like, okay, so I put in the chat, like Donovan was talking about popping a woman in the mouth. I whooped my wife, right? When we first got together, I whipped her up real nice, all on the buttocks, them thighs and them butts, right? Because she was talking hella shit. She cussing me out. No, you gotta listen first. Now she's calling me bitch ass niggas. She's saying this, and I'm being authentic. Like, this is actually true. Her mom, my mom, and her, all three of them there. I had some money. She said, I need some money. We finna go shopping. I say, cool, get some off the dresser. She took the whole stack of money. I said, hey, I'm working on a car outside. Don't take all of the money. Be ass nigga. I take this money. This my money too. Hey, baby girl, like, we only been married a couple of months. Please watch your mouth, baby. We don't want to start off like this. And she going off like black women do. I strung that hand up there and I spanked her bottom, right? So she goes and gets her stepdad. And he said, I have a lot of respect for you. You have a lot of restraint. What I'm telling you is, all of the men that come up with these stories, Ms. D, it's not that you discount them, but it's like, because of your anecdotal experience of the women that you know a bunch of old hags. You know a bunch of older women. You know a bunch of women that's your age. You don't date women. Men, all of these men that I help that are getting divorced, they never want to bad talk their ex-wife or their wife or the mother of their kids. Men don't do that. And we never want to hurt you guys. When we're married to you or in love with you, we never want to hurt you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Whether it be talking badly about you or taking you to court or anything like that. That's for all of you women to know. If the kids go with the man, men are not talking badly about you. So my thing is, when these men tell you these stories, to me, it just seems like, I know you say it's women, it's not women that you know, but if all the men are 90%, like, is there a percentage of men that would have to actually tell you?
Brother, I'm gonna have to wrap it up a couple more seconds so I can let everybody else speak.
Okay, I'm just saying, what percentage of men would have to come to you and tell you that, yes, this is bad for men out here, for you to start maybe seeing it a different way?
You know what the crazy part is? Again, and I see y'all in here agreeing with some of the stuff that Black America's saying. I'm watching y'all, okay, and it's very telling. And the crazy part is, there's so many things. See, because I know the power of my microphone. Trust me, I know. There's a lot of things that I want to say and would love to say, but I don't. And as a woman who has been in only relationships with men, do you know how dangerous my tongue would be if I said all the things I wanted to say about y'all? But guess what? I don't do those things. You know why? Because those were my experiences. Now, I'm never going to discount your experience, but what I'm never going to do or allow anybody else to do is blanket all women or all men on this show. I know there are shows. Jaru, I see you you need to mute your mic. I couldn't mute your mic. That's why I didn't bring you up. I know there are shows that y'all could go on and they'll tear women from here to there. They'll tear men from here to there. This is just not one of those shows. Now, like I said, I bite my tongue because Donovan knows me outside of this. I bite my tongue probably 90% of the time. And I don't say everything I want to say like y'all say. But as I said, I would be wrong if I told y'all the same thing y'all tell women. You chose her. Another thing, I don't know what realm you living in, Black America, where you would think you could put your hands on a woman that's unruly. See, I would tell my sons, if I had one, or my nephews, to let her go. If you feel like you need to be putting your hands on her, that ain't your woman. But I'm going to tell you one thing. If you was to do that to me and my stepdaddy got word of it, your stepdaddy be looking for you. So anyway, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to let GP say what he got to say. Thank you for playing, Black America. GP, you got 2 minutes. What's on your mind?
Well, I'm going to keep this short because I'm going to hit up the gym in like 20 minutes. Now, I'll speak based on the title here. Now, I've said this before without going into in-depth analysis on it, but I'll condense my analysis due to the time limit. Now, it isn't always the women's fault that they become single mothers. Oftentimes, they get involved with lying, manipulative men who are emotionally manipulative and saying the right things and presenting a false image of who they are just to get access to that area between their legs. And oftentimes, if guys who operate like this get a woman pregnant, they'll often run off to a different state, sometimes even legally change their name to prevent financial obligation from their decision to have, as Demetri would call it, a little 2 minutes of fun. That then leaves the woman with no choice but to raise their child by themselves. And I have 4 imperative principles for the men watching that has always worked for me as means to prevent accidental childbirth from happening. Now, first, I always be honest with the woman about what I'm looking for up front. Second, I always make sure to have rubbers in my wallet. Third, when I have casual hookups, I make sure it's either at the woman's place or a motel because I wouldn't want a one-night stand and know my actual address. Fourth, I always take the condom with me after I leave and go back to my place and probably dispose of the condom in the first dumpster I see on the way back to my place so she can't get my DNA from the condom I left behind and get herself pregnant.
You know what, young man? You've been up here a lot, and I would say you have a lot of great things to say. You do.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say, in a long time, you are one of the wisest men. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 24, 25 right about now. I don't care that you're young. You're one of the wisest men that have come up here. And Ja Rules, I can't mute your mic. So if you can mute your mic, I'm gonna bring you up, because what happens is there's a lot of feedback. But yeah, what you said was so simple, but I guess it's not. You gave the steps of how to prevent from even going through that as a man. So I don't even know how much more simple it could be, because with what you said, that leaves off the blaming, right?
Exactly.
You had talking about this woman won't let me. She did all this, that, and the other. See, because as I said, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. But if I was a man, I wouldn't be sticking my thing up in any old body, especially somebody I don't know if I'm trying to be with. But that's what we say all the time in Standing Nation. Y'all, most people don't court. You think getting in the bed is gonna tell you all you need to know about a person. Because when you're laying down, as you said, I say, GP, for 2 minutes, that don't tell you nothing. You're supposed to talk to each other, court, to see if you even should be in the same bed. But people don't do that. And sometimes, as you said, people get in that bed and they make a baby, and they don't even know that person they're making a baby with. Then some of these men find out that that's a, Bathsheba from hell. She's a wayward, hard-headed woman. They learn the hard way, or that woman find out that man got 16 other kids where he ain't taken care of. See, that's the questions you were supposed to be asking before you let him hop up and down on you like a trampoline. But people don't want it. But see, the problem is, if we don't take personal accountability, how you gonna lay down with a man, let him dump and pump a baby in you, and then blame him? Man, how you gonna lay down with a woman, dump and pump a baby in her, and then blame her? What about blaming yourself? Or before you get to the self blame, say, nah, yeah, she got a big giant butt, but I don't like how she talk. I don't like how she think. Her credit is bad. She can't rub 2 nickels together and then pay for nothing. Y'all don't do that. Y'all make these rash decisions, and then when the decision come back and kick you in your tailbone, then you mad at everybody but you. So let's take some self-accountability. How about that?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And then a lot of dudes out here move based on mesmerization with women. They'll be willing to bend over backwards and do everything for a woman just because she look good. But I'm the type of person, I don't go based off just women looking good. First thing I go based off of they body language at our initial interaction. Second, I want to go on a few dates first, just so I get a feel of their mindset, and I want to know what their overall mental state is at that time too. And then the smallest area of concern is looking good outside those other 3.
Yeah, and then Carmen, you say condoms break. Well, don't you know it ain't 100%? Don't you? Did you learn that when they was telling you how to put it on the banana, and so you know how to put it on yourself? Now I know a banana was a lot for y'all to work with, but nevertheless, they was trying to tell y'all how to use it. Did they tell you it was 100%? That proof that you would not get that woman pregnant? Did they tell you that it was like 99% or whatever? So if there's that 1% or however much the condoms are, if there's a room for error, don't you think that you could be a daddy? So if that woman is not somebody you interested in, don't get up in her. It's that simple. But see, again, that's you, brother. And I'm not saying maybe this is a comment you're just putting up in there. You blaming the condom and not you.
Okay, well, let me interject here.
Williams, you blaming the condom and not you.
Right. Well, let me interject here. And see, this is what women don't understand about men. Men cannot arbitrarily go out there and say, I'm going to have sex today and plan things out, right? Especially if you're not committed to a person or in a monogamous relationship or things like that. Doesn't happen. Most men have sex based on opportunity. Opportunity. You go to the club, you do what you do, blah, blah, blah. You see what thins out, and whatever's left, if you're lucky, you get it. That's why Big Shirley has all these damn kids, because she was the last option in the club. Most men date and have sex based on opportunity, because women control sex. That's just the truth of the matter. Now, I'm not making excuses, because everything you said, Demetria, was absolutely true. But the fact of the matter is the way men are programmed, because we have to have opportunity sex if we're single and out here doing our thing, you might not have the condom. You might not have this. We are programmed to procreate. That is how we're programmed. We can't sit there and say, I'm just going to have sex when I want to have sex. It's based on opportunity if you're a single person out here in the streets. Those are facts.
Well, I have to disagree with you on that, Donovan, because I used to be big, and then when I was big, sex was an opportunistic thing. But now that I take care of my body and women find me attractive, they throw that area between their legs at me. And oftentimes I deny it because I'm not trying to I know that sex isn't just a thing of pleasure. It's a constant exchange of energies and spirits. That's why I want to vet a woman before laying down with her, because I don't want, if I sleep with a woman, right, who has a lot of drama and calamity in her lives, and she becomes my casual hookup partner, the more I sleep with her, the drama and calamity that's in her life will eventually start to seep its way into my life. That's why I vet any potential friends with benefits I have before sleeping with them.
But again, dear young brother, and I don't call you young to be disrespectful. I'm calling you young to point out that you ain't got to be young, or you ain't got it ain't the older men with all the knowledge. Some of you young men got the knowledge too. But see, there's a lot of men in here who gonna call you a simp because, again, that absolves them, what you said, young man, that absolves them of any responsibility. They want to blame the condom. They want to blame Big Shirley. And Donovan, you talking about Big Shirley got all the kids? Is it all Big Shirleys with all the kids?
No, that's a generality. But like I said, when you see women that, again, men are visual, Big Shirley isn't a first option for most men. For most men, he's not a first option. But yet you see all of these Big Shirleys with children. It's just how it is, but she's not a first option.
And you see all of these. See, like I said, can I keep it real with y'all? Oh, can I keep it real with y'all? Oh Lord! If I said everything that's y'all don't understand.
I get what you're saying, Demetria.
I'm telling y'all, I got these little things in my head that's like, no. You're gonna say don't say, but if I do, I promise you, it's gonna be a lot of people mad if I really said, well, everything that came to my mind, but I don't.
I'm the exact same. You talking about practicing self-restraint and self-control in the face of conflict, right?
Man, it's emotional intelligence. Like, I know, I realize I can't say all the stuff that I want to say, right? Because I hear y'all talking about Big Shirleys, and I guess that's a big fat woman that's undesirable, as if no man or most men don't want to be with her. It's like, y'all, have y'all seen some of y'all? Y'all running around here acting like y'all got the right. Who gave y'all the audacity to be running around here judging all these women, and y'all got... Woo! Shut up, Demetria. Shut up. Anyway.
I get what you're saying with that, Demetria, but like I said, I have limited time because I have a tight schedule right now. Now, before I go, I have one more statement. Some people might laugh at this. Some people might say this is lame, but I'm convinced your average logical thinker might send me to the ER. I say that because she could cause a heart attack on account of her being so drop dead gorgeous.
All right, now, well, we ain't got no defibrillators up in here, but Donovan, he know how to give CPR, so he can help you. I'm resting on mine.
All right, well, I'll catch up with y'all later. I'm about to go hit up the gym.
All right, thank you.
All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, good.
All right, bye.
All right. But Demetria, when you say that, though, when it comes to men and how we're shaped and whatever, yeah, you're absolutely right. A lot of guys, they are not in shape and all this other stuff. Unfortunately, there's a lot of women that are not in shape, and in America, I think that's a Western world thing where women are naturally obese now because of our diets and stuff. But the thing is, when it comes to men, that really doesn't matter if we're in shape or not, because women don't necessarily look at a man to provide based on his shape. They look at his wallet. Show me a millionaire big guy that has a Big Shirley on his arm. Just name me one.
Daddy, if you watching this, okay, I tried to be good. To all the people who say, Demetria, that you went a little too far, I tried to be good. Okay. Just know that for those of y'all that go to church, it says grace is renewed every morning. So tomorrow morning, I want y'all to renew me grace. Just know that those y'all Father word says your sins are from the east as far as it's from the west. So I need to say all of that. Do you know how many women I talk to that talk, since y'all talking about big fat women, undesirable women, some of y'all got about that much going on. You got gherkin pickles thinking you busting some backs, and you run around talking about you want a woman with all this booty and stuff. How you gonna reach it when you got that much going on, brother? Some of y'all got to have more money because you ain't got no inches, but you're sitting here on the internet talking about how women look like this, that, and the other, brother. You would be lucky, most of y'all. Some of them women give you the time of day, right? And so, listen, a lot of those women could lose weight, but how you gonna get the inches, brother? I know they doing the surgeries, but a lot of y'all ain't got that kind of money. Well, you sit up here talking about how fat women are and this, that, and the other. Have y'all seen some of y'all? Y'all acting like y'all Billy D. Williams or Elder Barge or Idris Elba or somebody like that. And have y'all looked in the mirror while y'all who died and told y'all can go to and fro judging all these women and how they look? Most of these women with y'all, because you got money, honey. It ain't about how you look. Most of y'all ain't took a bath this week, and you want a woman to lay up under you. Only reason why she lay up under you is because she's spending your money. It ain't your honey, it's your money. If you want to know more, just ask me. So the next time you want to sit up and talk about how fat and funky women are, get some inches. Get some inches or get some more money.
Now, here's my question. Why does it see women talk about non-sexual exploitation and men being exploited, but the minute that they have no argument, they go to a man's sexual size? Like we have control over that. But I will say this.
Did you just call a woman Big Shirley?
I just said Big Shirley. You can interpret that any way you want it. You want to interpret it.
No, get cute now, brother. Because see, y'all
saying, Big Shirley.
Y'all get mad. And happy Father's Day to y'all. Hey, Easy. Hey, Thunder. Y'all get mad when a woman talk about your stroke is about 2 seconds long, but you want to sit up here and talk about how a woman look. Some of y'all would love a big woman to sit on you, but you know why she don't? Because she don't want to waste her time. Okay? She don't want to be talking about, are you in there? What is we doing? She don't want to have to do none of that with you. So like I said, some of y'all need to have money to deal with some of these women, because it wasn't for your money. Some of y'all got to go overseas, because those women gonna play with you with your little $5 in your pocket. They'll play with you, but these women over here, not so much. So call another woman Big Shirley on here.
Demetra, sometimes it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. Okay.
Well, nobody told you to have a Vienna sausage, brother. Hey, Brother Carmen, how you doing? I hope you're doing well this evening.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fabulous.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, and bear with me, I'm kind of nervous, but I wanted to clarify something I said earlier about the condom breaking.
Yes.
I think we kind of messed up. I think it's accountability on all parts, and I think that's what you're trying to come across as. I don't think it's no more the woman's fault as it is the man's fault. I think all of us, particularly by a certain age, need to take accountability for, these type of things. Like I said, I'm a single father. Never had any help from my mother's. Not from my mother, but I had help from my mother, but from my baby's mother and things of that nature. But I don't get online and bash other women about what they got going on, and then that is just each person has an individual case of how these things are dealt with, for the most part. So that's basically what I wanted to say. But yeah, about the condom breaking and things of that nature, yes, accountability on everybody's part. We're all grown at a certain age. And I think one thing, these things are kind of blown up because of social media, because everybody gives their opinions about what goes on and how they would handle a certain thing. But we don't want to admit that a lot of our grandparents and granddaddies and grandmothers and things of that nature, they stayed together 40 years, but there was a lot of stuff going on back in the day. There were outside children. There were people creeping and people sitting in church, the whole church going with each other. So it's never been perfect. That's all I'm saying. It's just never been perfect. And grandma and granddaddy, before they became deacons and first ladies of the churches, they had a lot of things going on too. A lot of outside children. Divorces were not as easy to get as they are now. People didn't run to divorce court. A lot of people persevered doing things. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but things just, changed. So I think we kind of deviated. No one's blaming the women, no one's blaming the men. It's on both parts. I think we just need to come to a mutual agreement what we need to do to make things better.
Right. Well, let me ask you this question real quick before you go.
Go ahead.
In the beginning of time, has the man's role changed much since the beginning of time, in your opinion?
Donovan,
do we still have to go out there and work? Do we still got to go out there and build societies? Do we still have to do pretty much what God commanded a man to do? Are we still doing that very much today?
Donovan, you be asking those trap questions. I got to watch you. See, I don't learn to go out to the man cave and, just say, okay.
Right.
But I think everybody, the man still, when you get
it's
back
pretty
to
much
this,
the same, right?
It's pretty much the same.
Okay,
up to a certain extent.
Yeah, to a certain extent, like I said, but in general, men are still building. We're still doing. We fundamentally have not changed. We've always had side chicks. Guys were always going outside. We're still doing that stuff, right? We're fundamentally the same. Now,
I'm not saying that that's right.
No, we're not saying it's right. But again, you have even in Africa today, guys have multiple wives and things like that.
And concubines.
Concubines, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Now, what has changed in the last 60, 70 years? Would you agree? And if you don't agree, you don't agree. That the only thing that if men haven't changed, women have in their roles in society and where they want to be. Would you say that that's true?
I ain't gonna bite. No. I'm not gonna bite on that one. As far as the roles have changed, what do you mean the roles are changing?
No, I didn't say roles. What I'm saying is, has women changed in the last 70 years? If men have fundamentally been the same, what has changed is, and this is my opinion, women. The only thing that has changed in the last 60 years has been the feminist movement and women's roles and what they want to do in society. So if men have fundamentally been the same, the change is with the women.
Like I said, I'm not going to play it all on the men. I'm not going to play it all on the women. I think all of us have to be accountable for certain things that we saw go on in the past and even today.
Sure,
so
but fundamentally,
I can't totally.
Okay, but hold on, let's stop, Donovan. This man is trying to answer, but listen, Carmen. I want you to know when you get back into the comment section, it seems like the tides have changed, and you'll see what I mean. But you asked him a question, and because he's not answering it the way you want him to, you're gonna keep moving the goalposts. He's trying to answer the way he wants.
Hold on,
let him answer the way he wants.
Donovan, how old are you? Let me ask you that first.
I'm 23. 54.
No.
54.
54. So I got you by a couple of years. I'll be 56 my birthday. So we're along the same age and everything like that. So we're gonna all stand on what we believe. So even though you might come up with something that is a pretty good point, you're not gonna sway me. So no, I'm just not at that point. I mean, I love what I'm saying. I'm not perfect. I'm just trying to say I'm not perfect, and I'm not trying to go with the blame game and things of that nature. It's just on both parts. We need to work together on both parts, and I'm not trying to play it in the middle, and I'm not trying to simp, because there's no such thing as an ex-Marine. We always Marines, but it's not like that at all. It's just that a lot of bickering that we have going on right now amongst black men and black women. It just seems as though, once again, it's inflated because of social media and things of that nature. And women haven't changed per se as to why things just have changed, because they can have an opinion now. They can't be dominated. They can't be like, well, you're the breadwinner, so I'm going to put up with a lot of stuff and things of that nature. I remember a lot of things that my mother put up with was because she didn't want to be a single parent. She put up with my dad coming in on Saturday night drinking and things of that nature. So it just depends upon what case and what situation you grew up in. And not saying my dad, because once I grew up to become a man, I also understood the things that my dad might have been going through with my mother. I'm not justifying some of the things that he done, but I didn't know what was going on with them closed doors and everything. So what I'm saying now is that it's just all about reality of what we're dealing with today. That's just what I wanted to say, but I wanted to clarify, and I wanted to get on here and say it with my chest out, Demetria, that no, the condom breaking But just, you back in the day, I had to, you start off at the gas stations, then you work your way up
Right.
to the good stuff. So I wasn't trying to make it as an excuse. Y'all have an outstanding evening.
All right. Great comment.
You do the same. And listen, before I appreciate you coming up here. And Feet Ferguson says, I hear diplomacy, which is not bad at all. But see, the problem is there's some that don't want that. They don't want diplomacy or having.
That's right. Women are non-agreeable. Women are damn non-agreeable. They don't want diplomacy. They don't want peace.
So much.
No, I'm joking.
I'm gonna let somebody else get in there. Donovan, you okay, brother? Y'all have a great
I
evening.
want you guys to check about this. Even though I don't agree with him right there, the answer is this: 55% of the workforce in the United States is dominated by women now. That wasn't the case 60 years ago. That's my point. Women have changed the game. We are not in the same place. So if you're not in the same place, there's going to be different outcomes. That's a fact, Dimitra. Women are the majority of the workforce in the West. Fact.
Hey, V says, sounds like a reasonable man to me. Yes, I agree, but they don't want reasonable. They want women ain't. That's what they want. But I agree. All the men that came up here, except for one, was the one that was talking about he was beating up on his wife. Yeah, they've been. Everybody's come up here been reasonable, but that's. I guess people don't want reasonable. They want to blame. Like I said, we gonna take accountability for self. That's what's supposed to do. Black America says men are graded on what we do, women how they look. Okay. You also said here as well, and hello to everybody that came on here. You also said, and thank you once again, Black America says, Mr. You don't want to have the real conversation. I'm having a real conversation, but what I'm not going to do is see, the conversation is I listen to you, you listen to me. I may not agree, and you may not agree, but we not going to do is subjugate me, just like I'm not going to subjugate you. When you want to be participate in subjugation, that's when I have a problem. So I just want to be clear. I'm not going to be up here bowing down to no nonsense, just like I wouldn't expect for you to be up here bowing down to nonsense, because then I would not be a logical person. And that would make me what some of y'all say out here in these internet streets, a pygmy. I don't have a problem with you not liking me if I'm going to stand 10 toes down on what I believe. I don't have a problem with that. See, I never buckled down to peer pressure. And as I said, when I first got on this thing, I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm not going to, well, okay, if you want me to say that, well, if you want me to, no, I'm going to say what I got to say. Sometimes we're going to agree. Sometimes we're not going to agree. And that's fine. So that's all I'm saying. But yeah, we've had some pretty reasonable people come up here. Donovan, how much longer do we have on this internet? Yvonne?
We have about 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Team Truth, and again, there's so many of y'all came out here. I apologize. Team Truth seems to an agenda to emasculate our men, though. Yeah, I agree. There is. We see a lot of these men tooting their booties up all on the internet, twerking, wearing dresses and wigs and all that other stuff. But to me, y'all could be mad all you want to. Nothing is more emasculating than a man talking about a woman won't let me. What man worth his weight talking about a woman won't let him? Well, who raised y'all? I just want to know who raised y'all to put that in your lexicon.
His mother.
A woman won't let me.
His single mother. That's who raised him to do that.
If your single mama raised you to talk about a woman won't let you do something.
Yes, a single mother, because women are gods.
She a horrible person. Your mamas is horrible people, and she raised
single
y'all
mothers
to
are horrible. Not all, but single mothers have made that lexicon.
And guess what? No matter how your mama became a single mama, she won too. So anyway, let's get down to the bottom of these comments. Free Will, what's going on with you? You says, where do we stand today, brother? Respect your comments, caller. All right, so Zenobia, how are you doing? Says that wasn't the woman's fault either. Shalom, y'all. All right, OWU, you says, how do you get to call in or video chat? I put it up in the comment a minute ago. I don't know how much time we have. More Bay, how you doing? Says they be timing my moves on Granny. Laugh my ass off. They can't. Tahuti, did I say hello? How you doing? It says since they're working, let them kick in on the finances. I mean, What y'all think single women doing? Y'all think she's sitting up just eating beans and rice? She taking care of herself. And some of y'all despise that. And I'm trying to figure out why. What's she supposed to be doing? Sitting on her hands?
I see a lot of them at the clubs, getting their little drinks on, doing a lot of stuff with like that.
What was you doing at the club at 54 years old, brother?
What you mean?
What you doing at the clubs? If it's bad for her to be at the clubs, what you doing?
I raise my kids. My kids are grown. So I've done everything I'm supposed to do.
So when that woman going to the club, she give you her personal dossier of what she got going on at the house. She says, "Oh, by the way, I'm a single mama in the club."
No, I didn't say
that.
So
how do you know she a single mom in the club?
If we're talking about the single mothers that are in the neighborhood that you see at the clubs all the time, or whatever the deal is,
I'll be up in the club, seeing them at the club in the neighborhoods all the
Demetra,
time.
again, you're a woman, I'm a man, and I guarantee you, most of the guys in this chat know what I'm talking about. You just won't accept the fact that
I will say
see it another.
What I will say is there'd be a lot of old triple OGs up in the club running around them single baby mamas too.
Exactly. See, we agree. You finally get it. Women are not on pedestals, and they brainwash the kids to think that they are. That's where we're at.
No, I don't get it. For those of y'all who talking about Father's Day, this was Donovan's topic. This was not my topic. I want to be very clear. This was not my topic at all. So what you can do is see if I was a man, and clearly you can see I'm not. If I was a man and I wanted to talk about Father's Day, I would have talked about the positive things like we did on Mother's Day. But you know what y'all chose to do? Some of y'all, not all, including Donovan, y'all chose to drag Black women mostly down on Father. That's what y'all chose to do. You could have very easily talked about the good. When I came on here, you go back to the beginning, I talked about my lovely dad and how much I love him so. And I always talk about how I can only be with a Black man because I got a great Black daddy. I always talk about that. I didn't start this conversation off talking bad about Black men. I didn't do that. I didn't start this conversation talking about men bad at all. That was Donovan who chose to talk about, instead of saying Happy Father's Day, he wanted to talk bad about women and single mamas. And some of y'all took the bait. So don't come on here talking about how I ruined y'all Father's Day when y'all very easily could have talked good about Black dads or dads, but you did not. You chose this moment to be salty about single mothers.
It is amazing how we forget the topic is about these single mothers who take Father's Day for themselves. I want you guys to see the hypocrisy of what women think. They only think of one thing about them. They don't think about what the topic is about. The topic itself is about women, be it negative, however you want to take it, that take Father's Day and want to take it for themselves. Now, I don't see that as a positive. I see that as a negative, because when Mother's Day is here, you don't hear a damn thing when it comes to men talking about, oh, I'm a single father, so you should make me a single mother too. I should have this day too. Men don't do that. But the fact of the matter is, you've got women that are being negative toward men on Father's Day when it should be about letting men have our day. Be it we're deadbeat dads, be it we're good dads, be it we're whatever dads. It's a day designated for us and not for women that have breasts and coochie.
Again, you chose not to say nothing about your daddy or your granddaddy.
Because that ain't what the topic is about.
Brother,
don't try to twist that. The topic is about women taking Father's Day.
Stop.
That's what it's about.
No. What me and you gonna stop doing, Donovan, is cutting me off. I let you speak, and I never cut you off. But the minute I open my mouth, you cut me off. Stop doing that, because I don't do that to you. As I said, you chose to go that way with Father's Day. I graciously called you and said, Donovan, what would you like to talk about? And this was your topic. So what I need you to do is stand 10 toes down on that and not make people believe I led with this topic, because you led with this topic. And as I said, you wanted to go that direction. And
yes,
that's the way
I agree. I agree.
Okay.
That's the whole thing. So what you're trying to do is make it spin that this is a negative thing towards Black women. That's what you said. You said that. That is not what the topic is about. The topic is about single women, whatever they are, taking Father's Day for themselves. If that's a negative, it's a negative. But that is the topic that, wait, that's the topic that I chose. So ride with it.
I'm not going to ride with no nonsense, brother. And you know that. So if you want
ride with it, the topic is the topic.
Wait, the topic is the topic, but we're not going to ride with nonsense. I know goddamn well you don't think I'm gonna sit up here and just let y'all just be calling women names and all kind of stuff, and then skewing the numbers and the facts and stuff without saying you out your mind. Just like you wouldn't let me get on nothing you got and sit up here and just say any and all everything and not say nothing. So again, you chose this topic, and this is where you chose to go with it.
Right. It is not a topic based on bashing Black women. It's a topic based on women who are taking Father's Day for themselves. That's the topic.
I agreed with you. And John, I see you keep trying to come up, but you're not connecting. So I don't know if it's your internet or whatever it is. It's just not connecting. So it's not me. It's your end of the whatever it is you're doing. I agree with you that there are women who do that. And it's wrong that they do that. However, it got turned into this. That's what happened. Jaru, are you ready to come up? David, hold on. David, I put the link in there if you want to come up, dear brother.
Demetra, and the reason why it turned into this is because as a woman, and I respect it, you feel a certain way when the topic is talked about in a way that men talk about it. And then it triggers you. And that's how it got that way.
Brother, let me tell you something. Every time you say something about me that is not true, you've known me long enough to know when I'm triggered. This little silliness y'all got going on does not trigger me. You know what bothers me is that I'm not able to really just say what I want to say because I know a lot of y'all got thin skins. And I know I'm not for everybody, so I hold back a lot. That's what bothers me the most is because I do take it a lot, way easier. Because I'm not trying to be on it in it. Because one thing, as I said, my Black daddy watches this. So a lot of things that I do not say is out of respect for him. But y'all can best believe if my daddy wasn't watching this show and other people who I have a lot of respect for was not watching this show, I would be unhinged. But because it's not ladylike necessarily, I do not do that. So y'all get a lot of rope to say all the things you want to say. And I really don't just push back. Black America says in every relationship, there's always a leader. I agree. But thank you.
But the thing is, you let us say what we want to say, and you're really not when you're correcting what we want to say.
It's not as much as a correction. It's more or less come correct. That's what that's about. You're not gonna get on here saying, because y'all don't hear me get on here calling dudes names. Y'all get on here calling women. Jaru, you're gonna have to mute your mic because you got a lot of feedback. I appreciate you. Y'all get on here calling women Big Shirley and all kind of stuff. And y'all, as a woman, what y'all gotta realize, I got women watching too. So I would be remiss if I don't say, hey, y'all up here calling women Big Shirleys and all kind of stuff. Y'all grown men, y'all don't know how to talk to and about women with all that childishness going on. That's what I'm talking about. If you can't raise your vocabulary above calling people names and all of that, then I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, let me ask you this question, and it's a fair question to ask. If I say fat, you get offended. If I say meatly challenged, you get offended. What is the proper term that you would say would be appropriate?
You're lying, first of all.
No. What I'm asking, I'm asking you,
Donovan.
Mm-hmm.
I really need you to get good at, because you did it to Brother Kerman. You ask a person a question, let them answer. If it wait,
finish my question.
You did finish your question.
I did not. I was still talking. You stopped me in mid-talk.
You're always talking. Okay, go ahead.
What is the proper term you would have me use? Finished.
As I said, you are lying. Whenever you say facts, I don't get offended or any of that other stuff. Don't lie on me. You can do a lot. The one thing I hate is for a person to lie on me. when you say facts. And if it's not a fact, I'm going to come with the information that I know to be a fact, but don't lie on me. I don't get offended. What I would not do is have certain things that are not true. And I don't know if you're doing it on purpose or maybe you just misled, brother. But if it's not the truth, then I'm going to say what it is. But my show is never predicated on saying what people want to hear instead of stuff they need to hear. So don't lie on me.
What are you talking about facts? I said when it comes to the Big Shirley, what do you, I didn't say anything about facts. I said, what is the proper term if we can't say Big Shirley or whatever?
How you doing?
I said fact.
Ja Rules, how you doing? I see you finally are able to be on here. How you doing?
I'm doing well. No, I was watching it from before, so I don't know where we're at with everything, but I just wanted to say you women have the opportunity to have sex with who you want to, and we have sex with who we can have sex with. We get to marry who we want to, have sex with who we can. You get to marry who you can, but you have sex with who you want to. Y'all have the first option out here as the sexual choice in most cases. You really do. And if you don't see that, I don't understand why you don't.
I don't think anybody's debating whether a woman has a choice or not to sleep with whoever she wants to sleep with. As you said, and maybe you didn't hear me. I'm gonna put you on mute because I hear back. There you go. It's everybody's fault, regardless of who starts the laying down or whatever. If you were laying down with somebody you do not want to have a baby with or spend a lifetime together, it's everybody's fault. See, I'm a grown woman. I can admit that, okay? I'm not ever saying that it's a man's fault that a woman gets pregnant. It's her fault, because if she didn't want to have a baby, she should have abstained from laying down with that man and vice versa. But the other thing is, see, this is where it gets uncomfortable for y'all. Y'all always want to admonish that woman. And yeah, her tailbone need to be kicked, not physically. But y'all don't never want to have a conversation about men laying down and he ain't no damn good. Y'all always talk about, oh, but she chose the bad baby daddy. Why don't y'all men ever talk to those bad baby daddies and say, be a good man? If you're going to lay down with that woman and put a baby in her, then you stick around or whatever the case is. But y'all don't never have no admonishment for him. It's all about the woman. I always say that. If you're a woman, stop laying down with these men who ain't proven to you that he's worthy enough of being that. But see, some of y'all heard me say that and think that I'm blaming the man. That's actually for the woman. Farrakhan's actually said, women, stop laying down with men who have not committed to you, because he lay down with you, put a baby in you, and then go run off to Susie and go wash, rinse, repeat. So that is on the woman. But while y'all talking to that woman, talk to that man too. That's all I'm saying. Brother David, I know you want to come up.
I can't say no more. Huh? I can't respond. I wanted to respond to that.
You may.
No, I wasn't saying anything about that men aren't accountable for this stuff. I'm just saying that men sleep with women oftentimes because out of just like getting their numbers up. It's an ego thing for men, not like it is for women. Men can have sex with women and not have their emotions involved. Women can't do that, or if they do, they start to behave like men. Now, what do you say to that?
Why you laying down with a woman that's behaving like a man, brother?
That sometimes men and can have sex with women that they care nothing about. Women have emotions involved with that. When a woman cheats with a man, she's emotionally attached. A man can cheat on his woman, not that I'm saying this right, and care nothing about the woman. That happens a lot. That happens more often than not. Just don't, like in baby. Huh?
How is his actions and his beliefs her fault?
Could you say that one more time? I'm sorry.
How is his actions and his beliefs her fault?
I'm saying it's both of their faults, but what I'm saying is what leads to that situation being what it is the fact that men sleep with women that they care nothing about. That's all I'm saying. That happens a lot.
Okay, so where is the aha moment?
What do you mean? What the how? What do you mean? What the how?
That's not something we didn't know. So I guess what I'm saying is, what is your point to that?
Now,
I don't think too
now
many
this is
women really know that. I don't think too many women really know that.
Well,
now
Just
this is
because the dude is,
they
that's
know.
the
huh?
nature of a
Just
man.
be,
That's the nature of a man.
yeah, just because the man is what laying good pipe or whatever, it doesn't mean that he likes you. It doesn't mean that.
Okay, so we know that. So I'm saying, even with that, how is that the woman's fault? Because I'm
I
not
didn't say
understanding.
it.
Okay, so
I'm
exactly
saying
where are you going with
what
this?
I'm really okay. I'll explain it this way. Women should know that before they really get involved with a guy like that to find if he's really trying to really be with him like that. If they know that, these men lie. They're not. Most men are not going to tell you that I really don't like you like that. I wouldn't be sleeping with you if I could get the women that I wanted. You think a man's going to tell you that? You think a man's ego is going to tell a woman that?
How many of y'all been following me even for 2 months and have heard me say exactly what he said?
Oh well, I just started following you. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. Listen, brother, don't got
I,
to
I, I'll
apologize.
get off. Have,
No.
I
No.
mean,
So
you
what I'm
yelling at me, you telling me that because I've been following you, you telling stuff that you've already said on your channel. I've only known you for about 2 or 3 days, but I apologize. I'm out.
Oh, that's funny. Dimitri was complimenting you, bro. If you still watching.
Hey, David, how
Hey,
are
what y'all?
you?
What's up, y'all? How y'all been?
We're fabulous. We are
I be
fabulous.
seeing y'all, both of y'all over these years are on point. Y'all legends in the game. Don't even be humble. Both of y'all legends.
Nah, you the goat. What's on your mind, brother?
Oh man, I just love this subject. I just want to drop a dime. Like uh, everybody don't come from the same background. We got different class levels in this capitalist economic system. So every time I hear this subject, because I don't really give much energy to uh, the relationship thing and the male female, unless because I got to have solutions to give. I don't want bad karma, so I want to make sure I got solutions. But I came from terrible karma. I mean poverty, and my mom was blind. My daddy didn't give a damn. Born in the worst city in California, like just a lot of outliers there. And so when it came, and just to be short, like when it came to, I had a son very young, and I was ignorant. Uh, I had a basic awareness. I was smart enough over the years. I never been on child support. I knew how to get money. I knew how to give money to the woman. I already had kids. I just took care of the kids. I've been jumped on. I've been shot. A woman that set me up got me shot. And just out of jealousy, and just I've been through terrible stuff. So I didn't know coming into adulthood. I just didn't know why brothers was complaining, because I was like, man, have a bullet hit you? Have you been jumped on? Have you been lied on to the cops and put in jail? And over the years, I had another child, which was my daughter. They're adults now. I've never been on child support because I always would get that money and give it to them. I didn't know about the system or none of that. And I just want to say there's people like me out there. There's men like me. And when over the years, whether I lived in Africa, Caribbean, over here, I realized that uh, you, for me, I didn't know I was good enough to complain. I didn't know that that uh, I could do anything but just try to survive this situation. And I think a lot of brothers and sisters are in survival mode, and those of us that have made it to the higher consciousness, I don't think we're supposed to be comparing ourselves to the stories. I think we're supposed to be giving solutions, and we shouldn't be so divided, because coming from where I came from, I had to get to where y'all at.
And it's like, I feel like that those are stuck from that poverty and from that total dysfunction. Everybody on drugs, everybody crazy, everybody just in the moment, people fussing and fighting physically. And I'm talking about black people. I come from that, but look at me now. I studied in South Africa in Geneva. I did all that on my own. I ain't there no daddy. My mama was blind. She didn't have no help. And so she didn't even have a husband. So, you know, what I'm saying is like, there's a way. There's a way to solve this stuff so that we have better things to talk about. And I just personally don't know. But I feel like I want to tell y'all I'm proud of y'all, because I feel like y'all doing this because y'all want solutions. Whether it's y'all two or whether it's the callers in, I think it's out of sight what y'all doing. I think, yeah, I think it's great, because where I come from, you know, I come from the gutter. I made it. I didn't allow myself to go to prison because I didn't want to break my mom's heart. Not because I gave a damn or that I knew any better. I made sacrifices. I did this, and when it came to them, I was never on child support because when they was dogging me out, I thought that's the way it was. I didn't know no better. And I'm happy that there's brothers that do know better. I've been through that. They kept me from the kids, took my money, got me jumped on, shot. I'm talking about baby mom for nothing. I wasn't on no criminals. I had gave up all that criminal stuff. Think about that. And I'm just saying, like, it's really raw, and everybody's situation ain't the same. You got sisters that got an education, got this, and they still putting brothers on going. They battling with the man that got an education. You would think that's the people coming from where I'm coming. You think that's the people who have that shit together and can get along with each other. But that's not what I ended up seeing as I went up in society. And I just think that we supposed to be better than the Gentiles being God's people. And you know who I'm talking about. And I think we could fix it. We could fix it. But we need to quit comparing those of us that got ourselves together. I'm not trying to be elitist, but we need to quit comparing ourselves to those that are stuck in that struggle, because they actually need us. And we can't hear their stories all the time. We can't let them contribute their conversation because they broken. And it's a difference from going through things that are outliers you can't do nothing about versus your self-sabotage. When you screwing yourself over, that's different. You can't complain about that. So we can fix it.
And you know, I've always been taught that when wisdom speaks, you should listen. And David, we've known each other for a long time, and tell your beautiful lady we said hello as well.
Demetria said hello.
Yeah, so as I said, when wisdom speaks, we listen. And I love what you said, that we should stop comparing ourselves to other people's experiences. And I always say this too, David, and it helped me out with this. And I'm going to bring Corliss up for just a minute. And hello to everybody that came on. I often hear people talk about your sexy reds and your Megans and your Cardis and all these other people. And I'm like, I don't spend a lot of time talking about people I'm not trying to be like. Like, I'm not versed on sexy redism, but there's a lot of people. And I see a lot of men. Typically, when I see women talk about sexy red, I'm not saying there's not some women that say, ew, sexy red, because there are a lot. But typically, when I hear a conversation about sexy red, I hear sexy red being the description for, I guess most Black women. They use her as, oh, why don't y'all hold sexy red accountable? Sexy red is acting like this, and that's how Black women acting. Is like, why y'all don't ever talk about the sister around the corner that's maybe feeding the homeless people, or she got a program, or she, or the brother that's doing something well, he's mentoring youth and stuff. Why are we always talking about people, for one, we never gonna come in contact with? Sexy red is not how all Black women behave or all Black young women behave. Sexy red is the person that them folks, as you said, them Gentiles, put up there as for us to follow and argue over. We know that I don't call her an industry plant. I call her an industry assassin, because she's put there to assassinate the minds and everything else of some women who will listen to
Cardi B. Cardi B.
All of them. That's what they're there. But instead of saying, all right, brothers and sisters, how do we organize against that narrative? You see whole think pieces on Sexy Red.
Mm-hmm. That's a trip.
Yeah. So I love what you said. Why are we comparing and making those people the standard in our community?
They need us. Right. They didn't make it out of it.
Right. But that's who we talk about. And so we have these conversations about Sexy Red this. Or did you hear what no, I didn't hear what Sexy Red said, because I don't be following behind Sexy Red. Sexy Red ain't on my level. So I don't know what Sexy Red is talking about, but there's a lot of people who, whatever reason, they do. Hey, ma'am.
Hi, I just chimed in at the bottom. I said, what did I miss? This? He left so abruptly. So somebody said, oh, come on up, Corliss.
I mean, there's a brother, Ja Rules, I think that's what it was. He left. He thought I was yelling at him. I wasn't yelling at him. I tell a lot of people who know me, I'm very passionate. I can yell, but I was not yelling. And, I apologize if he thought that I was yelling at him. I was not yelling at him. I was just asking him a question. I know sometimes these questions is like, oh, but I feel like I need to ask them nevertheless. So what's on your mind, sis?
Well, what's the conversation piece today? I'm sorry, y'all. I've been under the weather, so you just wake up out of a sleep, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? Because I missed something clearly.
Well, the topic is, why can't men have Father's Day to themselves without having to share with single mothers? Because there's sometimes a narrative of some single mom says, well, happy Father's Day to me too, because I was the mama and the daddy, and it plummeted from that point.
I like that subject. I think Donovan must have came up with that.
Brother, he did. I ain't
That's
come up with
a good subject.
Well, that's funny, because I did have 2 people today wish me a happy Father's Day, and I'm like, no, all of my kids, I didn't do it by myself. Like, yeah, they were somewhere in the vicinity. I got pregnant, so I'm just saying. So I was like, no, I'm not a dad. I'm a mom. And we each are supposed to have roles, but sometimes it just doesn't work like that. And it's okay. Now, if they were talking to studs, maybe that's something different.
Brother David, what's on your mind?
I just want to say that what she was saying coming in is great. What were you saying? You were just saying she made me laugh. Sorry.
She was saying that she had people wish her happy Father's Day.
That we got to stop politicizing everything, because political religion, if you study political, I have degrees in political science. I study political science on 3 continents. Political neurology and political psychology, it's addictive. We can't, as Black people of the North America, of the United States, because there's so much pressure on us, we can't allow ourselves to politicize everything, and we got to be able to get to realize what is politics, what is political, because then it'll divide us, and so the big society out there is always using things to politicize us against one another.
Can you go back to Black America? Because I'm going to say something to him. I guess I'm the only one that's going to address him.
Well, this one here, let's see here. Oh, Lord. I know exactly what you're talking about. And Brother David, you are 100% right. And the other thing too is, I love what you're saying, is we got to know. You know what I'm saying? There's people who speak about things like, do you even know what you're talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's like, get some knowledge of what you're talking about first. But then it's like, you don't have knowledge, and then you try to continue to make things so. And it's like, if you understood the basis of what you're saying, you said you got 3 political science degrees on a couple different continents.
International humanitarian law in Europe, in South Africa, and Nelson Mandela Metropolitan is international political economy. Then here in the United States, it was political politics in intelligence agencies, in intelligence, basically.
And David ain't telling y'all the full spectrum of him. This brother knows some of everybody. I'm talking about some of the greats that have walked this earth. It's ridiculous of the people. Some of these people y'all think y'all know, y'all read about and see little clips on the internet. This brother has walked and talked with them. So I just want to put that on out there. That comment, Corliss?
Yeah. So first of all, Black America, people sleep with corpses in a mortuary. They dead and ugly. Some of them. Your looks don't have nothing to do with nothing. Because some of us women, and I ain't the finest, but I ain't the ugliest either, sleep with some Negroes that look like you. I'm just saying, because you might think you fine, and there's somebody out here, you know, fine. We talking about fine. Some that have y'all noses wide open, and they look at you like you to feel on a pig's feet or something. So it ain't about looks. Cause ugly folks treat you bad too. Okay. Now we're gonna put some stuff out there. Like they said, let's put the truth. Cause baby, some of these people that I done seen together, it's like how?
Mm-hmm.
People doing warm and cold bodies.
Yeah, but Corliss, you got to understand, men are visual, so it is about looks for men. That's
Okay.
just natural.
Well, let me just say this respectfully, okay? I done seen some of the females that men then slept with, okay? Whether it's behind a closed door or in public, they ain't all pretty. So we ain't finna go with men have visuals, because have some of y'all men looked in the mirror?
Well, yeah, okay, and I'll agree with you, but like I said, also men sleep with women opportunity. It's an opportunity thing to have sex. So you don't have to be the best woman to have sex with her. That's the difference. Men, we don't control sex. Women control sex. So
have you seen some? I have to cut you off, Donovan, because in reality, I know you in California of all places. We ain't even gonna get on Texas, okay? And we done seen some of these people get out the car, and you looking like, what in the whole hell let you out the animal kingdom? Where did you get released from?
And it's usually a transactional relationship. That has to
no, baby. These people got kids together. Some of these people is married to these folks. Like we in real life now. For real, I've seen it. And they're happily married. And I'm looking like, damn, you roll over and look at that. You let that hit you from the back.
But is that a norm? But is that situation normal? It's not normal. So there's anomalies to things. But women got to understand, since you guys control sex, men have sex based on opportunity.
Well, use your hands. You don't need an opportunity. Your hands should
we
work.
are visual creatures. We are visual creatures. But that's why at the end of the nightclub, whatever's left, and let's say you've been deployed or whatever, you just do what you got to do sometimes. I mean, guys will tell you that. It's just sometimes it is what it is. My drinks and she looks like Janet Jackson.
Yeah, and guess what? My homeboys, ballers, bosses, okay? Lots of money. And they'll tell you them bad ones have you burning. Mouth, throat, and tail. So today, in today's society, Negroes really ain't even looking at the baddest chicks because everybody want to know what you can bring to the table. I don't need to bring nothing to the table because you're going to pull up. I'm the table. I'm just saying.
David?
Yeah, she on point. Come on now. She on point. I mean, she dropping bars. She's an MC. She's an MC. She's a master of ceremonies. Come on now.
People is not on this no more, Donovan. That's like me. I like men with pretty feet, right? You got ugly ass feet, I'm not fooling with you. Period. You're not getting in my bed with no
What?
ugly feet. I take an ugly face over ugly feet when you want to rub them bad boys on me. You're not putting them crawfish catchers on me. I got pretty feet, so you're not.
Right.
I'm not gonna do it.
But-
And I've been
but-
like that since I was a kid.
Right. But let me ask you this though. In relationships, are you pursuing the man or is the man pursuing you?
You could be pursuing each other.
Well,
And
what
how
I'm
do
saying
you
is, what I'm saying is, with you having that thing about feet, are you pursuing the man or is he pursuing you?
No, they pursue me. But at the end of the
Okay.
day, well, take your socks off because I need to see your damn feet. Period. Everybody got a hang up. You got
You know what,
box
though?
titties.
You know what?
You
though?
got a box tail. You going to get you done got your cooch rejuvenated because Negroes been swimming in it so long. It's open like a whale could fit up in there. Come on through here, Jonah. Let's stop playing these games. We're not gonna sit up here. I'm not gonna sit up here and give you no fantasy because some of y'all will sit up here and say, "Oh, I would never." Guess what? You doing it. Just because people don't know you doing it, see, you can live anything on social media. But when you meet me in real life, this is what you get. What you see is what you get. I'm fat in real life.
You're not fat. You're fluffy. But go ahead.
No. Fluffy can float. A wind blow by here, my ass is still on the ground. I'm fat. That's the reality. Right? And I'm not going, no, I'm fat. And guess what? Didn't nobody do it to me? And me and Demetri was talking about this. I have a love-hate relationship with food, right? That's the first step of admitting it. And I do that. I can do good, lose 50 pounds, look good, get into some little shorts, ain't got no business in. And then go to California, I done ate all the weight right back on me because that's what I just did. So I came to the realization that whatever man pursues me, because I ain't finna be on one knee chasing nan Negro. Not now. I'm not finna do
I
it.
heard that.
You look like a whole fool. You wasn't taught.
And you know what? I think what she's saying, Donovan was saying that toward a man having the same attitude. And that's what I'm saying. It ain't a competition. It's like my thing is when I'm 25, I'm 25, I'm not 15.
Right.
35, I'm 35, I'm not 25. And so my game changes. Like they say, the physical body every 7 years goes through that change. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so the same thing up here. And not that I purposely do it, but I do notice that I change certain things, right? But who want to be taking shit from somebody? Who want to be played when you done already been played?
Right.
But I see Donovan and her really ultimately agree because it's just that one happy to be a male and a female. So, you know, but some people, I haven't, I'm not a square. I've done things I shouldn't. I've been a junglist, as they said, in Jamaica. I lived in Jamaica and I didn't have to pay rent. I didn't have to, I was doing a certain thing with my life where I was getting things free, right? Is what I'm saying. And all I'm saying is like, you can't put a woman down and put women down for doing certain things that a man can do. It's just that not all men get to do it.
Okay. I agree with that. 10,000%. And then they be like, oh, she got too many miles. What you think your penis got? Miles? Miles? Some of them ain't even got enough to make a mile. But y'all stretching it though. I'm just saying.
But
We don't keep it up. Like, y'all talking about looks. Size matters. Hello,
Yeah,
everybody.
And can a woman with kids be with a younger man? That's my question. Donovan
They can.
and you answer. Both of y'all answer separately.
They can. They can.
Can
But
a
my
woman
thing
with
is-
kids be with a younger man, like 5 to 10 years younger than her?
They
Is it
can.
okay? Is it okay?
Sure.
If that's what you prefer, I like them old. And see, let me just say this. Some of these old Negroes ain't no better than the ones 10 years younger than you. They out here done had hot dude summer. They out here trying to get it, hit it, and quit it. You can barely walk, dude. Your back be hurting. Your knees ache. Your feet swell up. Your blood pressure high. You in the worst shape in the world. Then you come up over here and be like, oh, baby, you know, this, and this. You got dinner ready. That's why I say it don't matter. You could be the best woman in the world. I want y'all to hear me, and I'm being sincere. You could be a good woman, because I'm a good woman. And I ain't just saying it. I know it to be true. Okay? But I'm single by choice. You know why? Because I know I'm crazy. And I'm not going to let you play with me. When you get to playing, you're going to have your naked tail on Facebook. Because, see, I do stuff like that when you piss me off. Don't come over here playing. Donovan and I'm going to tell you, and I tell people that up front. I'm a lot more healed now than I was many years ago. But when I was in my early 30s, 35, hitting 40, oh, baby, I was something to be reckoned with. Yes, she's a little bit slowed down because I'm 50 now. But when you play with anybody, male or female, guess what? That old broad and that old dog gonna come back. You can do young if that's what you like, if that's what works for you, but I can't do young.
But Corliss, here's what I think the problem is, and I know women don't want to accept this, whatever, and I'm not saying it's right, but a woman can't go out like a man does and sleep with a bunch of men. Well, she can do it, don't get me wrong. When a man does it, it's just something men do, right? Because it's been done for hundreds of years. Not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong, whatever, but we know those are the facts. Men can sleep with multiple women over a period of time. It's no big deal. But when a woman does it, the outcome is different. She could possibly have a baby. She gets classified as a 304 and certain things like that. And so what I'm trying to say is you have a lot of women out here, younger women out here who think that, hey, I'm going to go out here and have fun until I'm 20, 35 or whatever. Then at my career, I'm going to go just do my thing. Then I want to get married. And then I don't know any man that wants to wife up a 304. It's very rare. It's very
Well, I can
rare.
tell you my auntie was a 304 and she's a well-paid one. And guess what? She's been married for over 20 years. She was a drug addict. All of her children were crack children.
Right, but it's very rare.
You can't say what somebody won't do, because guess what? Somebody marry y'all. A hoe go both ways, male or female. Period. You can't be like, oh, girl, you a hoe. Negro, you a hoe. We two hoes together.
But the outcome is different the way it's looked at in society. Would you?
Guess what? We can fix our coochie. Okay, we talking reality. We can go lay on the table and get a whole brand new twat. If you know how to do kegels real good, baby, we can hold you so good we can drag you down the street and off a bed. So it ain't about that, because in reality, you wouldn't know if we had 20 Negroes, 55, 150. You wouldn't know. You got to get the right one that takes care of themselves, right? Because they'll tell you right now, I got 7 kids. And I ain't never had a man complain. And I'm talking about from the smallest penis to when I was like, woo, hello, somebody with 7 kids. Wasn't nothing falling up out of me. Guess what? Because we got back. Now, if you out here just messing with somebody ratchet and don't know how to take care of themselves, that's something different. But grown women that train their children, because I train my girls, like I said, you can grab hold of a penis with your vagina and you'll be dragged down the street. Vice grip.
David.
Try it. You might like it.
David.
I would like to respond to both of them. I love what y'all, I love that back and forth y'all doing, Donovan. And what's your name, CJ?
Corliss.
Corliss? All right. Yeah, you got game. You got game. You mothering us. But I just want to say that's what I don't know if you caught me earlier before you got on. I was saying, like, people come from a different background. It sounded like me and you kind of came from a similar background. You know what I'm saying? My daddy was a pimp. But my mama was not a hoe. My mom was a blind woman, and she worked her whole life. And that's why I made certain decisions, because I would have been a buster ass dude running in and out of prison, breaking my mama heart, and not working like she did, and not doing a life right. So she inspired me, right? But at the same time, I got aunties that was on that level. They was doing their thing, and I lived with them. I learned the game from them, and I don't think we need to be there. I don't want to. I don't think you glorifying nothing, but I think if we all could go back to that Garden of Eden, indigenous living, every woman to a man, every man to a woman. But guess what? Everything you just said, and he said earlier, we have to recognize what he said about the work field over the last 30 something years, since the civil rights movement and all that. Black women, and Demetrius said black women. I went to university. I was the only black male that graduated from my first degree. My first bachelor's degree was a media degree. Everybody else was black women that was black. And so I got blessed. They honored me. I ended up in politics. I was the only black person, period, in that. And I get in working for the government overseas. Guess what? It was a sister working in Pretoria, South Africa, that hooked me up with my public diplomacy position. I got to the government when I got back to the United States after I did the World Cup. I was in DC. It was a sister that hooked me up with the job. I got in a department. Everybody was black women running at the top, period. And the majority of the people were black women. I was in that department for a year and a half. Latino women, Asian women, white women. And my point is like, now let's get back to regular life, how me and you came up, sister. It's like, we want to recognize that the LGBTQ movement ain't a fallacy. It's real. And it is in our ghettos, the black people's neighborhoods that ain't doing so good, the black people in the middle class. And this is influencing things. But we having this discussion like they don't exist. I don't give a damn. I don't judge people. I don't mess with them. But at the same time, I've hired some to do work for me. I've been hired by some of them to do work for their businesses. And it's like this. I think it's heavily influencing, just like how feminism, white women only benefiting feminism. I repeat, a feminism that only white women, Jewish women benefited from, but black women joined it, and they got influenced to have certain attitudes which didn't benefit their own children, which didn't. But at the same time, I watched my mama get, a blind black woman, get beat up by my brother's dad. I watched my aunties get hands put on them. So my thing is, you can't sit up there, brothers, and act like child support been around forever. It was brothers, my dad, and many, you know how many kids my dad had from the Caribbean, the East Coast, Southern, West Coast. I watched a lot of brothers have a lot of kids and I never do nothing for them. I got my ass jumped on, falsely accused, just because I was being a dad, because I wanted to see my kid, because I didn't know no better. I didn't know to go to court, so I went over there manhandling people. Whatever dude was available had to get some hands put on him. You see, I come from a specific type of family, and it's like, I think that we got to see where we got misinfluenced. Just like St. Louis, right? Jazz started there, the funk. What was the problem though? The pimping and the hoeing. We act like that was our original culture, like there's no flaw in it. Come on now, hoeing and pimping ain't, cocaine addiction ain't cool. Crack cocaine, meth, and all this stuff they got going on now ain't cool. And sometimes we try to act like there ain't no drug addiction. Half these people with these dysfunctional can't keep a relationship. We need to recognize probably half of them on something. But we don't never put that in the discussion. Like, we need to quit. We grown. We need to act like women do drugs too. And why we sitting up taking up for that man, is he a nutcase in and out of, is he stuck on something and he closet smoking? And that's Why are we taking up on him? Because he's a male. Because we males, we need to watch it. Is he okay? And the same thing as a sister. My mom told me something, and it's real. She told me a long time ago, a woman could be a coward too.
You said a word right there, brother. And you know, I know there's a lot of people who don't like what you said, but they right. You know, can't please them all. But you know, like I said, I'm one of those people when wisdom speak, I like to listen, and I know David to be very wise. David is not, you know, one of these people who get up anywhere, you know, and I don't even hardly see you on the internet. I know you do a lot of stuff in real life. It's one of those people who can back it up, you know. And on top of that, you know, David is into movies, production, writing, you name it. I had a role in one of his movies once. I had a little small role. But
no, it was cold. You killed it.
Yeah, wasn't that the one where you were playing Esther Roll in A Good Times part? No,
I promise you, my mouth was about to take off running, but my mind said, "You better not." My mind was telling me no. But no, and you know, I know so a lot of y'all got a problem with Corliss is saying, but David, I think you said a word. Y'all got, you know, similar situations, but the other thing is y'all got the experience to back it up. These are the people we need to be listening to. I'm not saying we shouldn't be listening to me, Donovan, or anybody else, but oftentimes we discount people with real life experiences as, oh, they a sample, they this, they that. Do you want to hear the real, or do you want to live in fairy tale land your whole life? You know what I mean? How do you learn if you don't want to listen to everybody?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like listening to Donovan for once. He don't even know he got a fan. I be on Facebook. I don't say nothing or do nothing on Facebook if y'all notice, because I'm really there to learn and to pay people out, right? I be getting game from Demetra and Donovan. Now I'm trying to find Sister CJ on Facebook because she dropping bombs.
No. I mean, Corliss is the real deal, you know, and Corliss is one of my closest friends, you know, and one of the things I love about Corliss is because she's not gonna bite her tongue. And I don't expect Corliss to bite her tongue. I want to be around people who are authentic. I don't want to hang around people who's like, well, I'm not going to be able to see this because people are going to get me mad. One thing about Corliss, she don't give a damn if she make you mad or not, because it ain't going to stop nothing she doing. See, when you get used to surrounding yourself around real people, then you quickly can recognize fake. A lot of people hanging on the internet all day long. Y'all think that's real life? That ain't real life. Most of those people that y'all follow on the internet ain't even doing none of the stuff they telling y'all to do. Not none of it. So get some people like your Corlisses and your Davids in your life. And Donovan too. I'm a fan of Donovan's too, except for when he be on that bull cocker. But y'all know me and Donovan been friends forever. So, you know, this is what we do. Donovan is like a sibling to me. Donovan ain't special in regards to he ain't going to get this work. Just like, see, Donovan be up here playing around. Donovan, y'all see me having to talk to me sometimes. He be saying some funky stuff to me too, but that's what we do. I don't want to hang around somebody who's like, yes, Demetra, yes, and then get off the phone, that mother. I want him to be.
What I like about you and Donovan though is that y'all classy. Just like our sister got on her here and just got on here and dropped all them bombs. That was real classy. I like how Donovan, you know, Air Force, blase. He ain't trying to act like he ain't what he is. Sister Demetra ain't trying to act like, and then Sister Corey ain't trying. I like that.
Yeah, just be you. Like whatever happened to, and I know we're going to get off here in just a minute. We went overtime, Lord. But this is, I think, what the problem is with a lot of people, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, people don't want to be themselves. Just be you. And if people don't like you, those ain't your folks. Go with the people who are like, I want you to be you. I don't never want you to change for me. Am I going to always agree with what you say? No. But guess what? I love you anyway. That ain't gonna stop us from being friends or, you know, any of that kind of stuff. I've disagreed with probably everybody on here at one point in time. And David, I want to say too, you're probably one of the first people that interviewed me when I first started off.
Hey,
Remember?
I still got that. Hey, and you know, I just finished a full feature film, and we still working on that film that you did that party. And so I'm trying to get funny. You know how that business is.
I know, but you know what?
But
I know you're gonna get it. I know you're going to get it.
I'm fighting.
Oh, you're gonna get it because David got a lot of information for everybody. When I tell you this man is well versed, like worldly versed on a lot of stuff. And don't you do like some?
But I need to talk to Donovan. I need to talk to Donovan because he knows a lot. Being in that Air Force, boy, Donovan is a genius. First of all, that had nothing to do with the Air Force because that's you and Donovan are geniuses. Sister CJ is genius, and I want to talk to all of y'all because I would like to interview all of y'all.
You got it. Just say the word.
Let me say this. I don't know what y'all said in the comments, but I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't give a damn. I don't give no damn. But guess what? What you eat don't make me shit. And no matter what you think about me, baby, half of y'all ain't even as smart as me. So you can say what the hell you want to. When I get in my big old bed, it's big. I'ma sleep good. I'ma get up and go in my kitchen and I'ma cook. Guess what? Because I don't depend on nobody, not even a damn system, not damn food stamp, county check, no, nothing. I do me. I'm not dumb. Okay, I might be loud, I may be obnoxious, but I sure am smart.
Monique got that Academy Award now, didn't she?
You know what though, Corliss? That is she's not even telling y'all the half. When I tell y'all this woman is brilliant. I ain't gonna tell all her business, but I'm telling you, she took on one of the largest corporation, not in America, the world, and whooped they behinds and still doing it. She gonna tell her story one day, but just know my sis is brilliant. When I say
so don't judge a book by its cover, okay? Wide load over here, but baby, I do big things, okay? All right.
So we're gonna get out of here. We could be here forever, but you know what? I would love to have both of you all back because I like to have people on with different viewpoints and opinions, so we can have a very well-rounded conversation. Because y'all actually y'all are the balance to Donovan and I, because y'all know we get them up on here, okay? So y'all are the balance that we need. So y'all please come up as often as you want. When y'all see us up here, say, hey, send me the link, and I got you. All right. So in the meantime, the rest of you guys, we love and appreciate y'all. And listen, I know some of y'all felt like we ruined Father's Day. That was not the intent on doing that. As y'all saw at the beginning, I edified my father as I always do. I don't need the Father's Day to do that, but since it's Father's Day, happy Father's Day to the rest of y'all. And y'all felt like we ruined Father's Day. How about you get a do-over? Y'all want a do-over on Tuesday? Since every day is what Corey said, no.
No, we ain't getting no do-over. Guess what? Get out your feelings, just like y'all tell us. Get out our feelings. This ain't about what you feeling. If you know you a good daddy, you know that you do your job, you know that you a stand-up dude, and if somebody says something to hurt your feelings, guess what? Those is your feelings. We all have opinions like assholes. We all got some, unless you was medically misfunctioned or something. We too grown to be in our feelings. We ain't kids no more. Your feelings ain't doing nothing for you. We know it don't matter. Go back to that. We know it don't matter how smart a woman is. Because all she got to do is open her mouth for you to stick something in there, and it's good enough for you. Shut up, Black America. God damn. I'm so sick of your ass. When I come to Vegas, I'm gonna find you just to hit you in your throat. Shut up. Shit. You say some of the dumbest shit, and you got all these goddamn kids. So I'm wondering who the hell they really are. That just let me know we just said dumb Negroes too. Shit. And you too old to be that goddamn stupid. Happy Father's Day. Like, get the hell up out of here with that dumbass stuff. Take your ass to school. Do something with yourself. Just on here with some buffoonery. You act like you 2 years old with the comments you say. And I don't even know how nobody do anything to entertain you sexually, because that would be a goddamn turn off with my fat ass in a skinny bitch too. Shit. Oh, happy Father's Day. Okay, y'all.
Tell them.
Let me just give a disclaimer. I'm not gonna apologize for nothing that I said, okay? Because I meant every last word of it. But
That's
I am
right.
sick of Negroes with a slavery mentality with your black self to get up on here and put these comments with your $2 tip. And I'm sure Demetri appreciate it, but Negro, you black, you got some funds. Throw a couple of $100 up there for you to say something dumb, and I might give you a pass. But don't say nothing else stupid for $2.
Game. That's game. You
Wow.
on your Monique. You on your Monique. You got that Academy Award like Monique.
That is ignorance at its finest. And that's what y'all talk about. We need to look at for black men. I see why broads is gay. And I don't like coochie. I like men. I love men. But if every man don't like black America, I keep a toy in the closet because I'd rather do something that don't talk back and ain't goddamn ignorant. Like my guy today. Now, I know he's gonna have something slick to say, but I am so sick of that. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
I
I see what
really
you're
want
saying.
what the baby mama look like now.
But
I want to see what all of them look like.
Hey, Corey, though, there's always the male version of you, though. So y'all, y'all sync together and y'all put that message out. He the male version of you, because what's going on, I was in a debate. That's how I got to study all over the world. I was all fucked up in life. And I said, you know what? I don't give a damn. I'm about to do this because I'm an MC. I grew up a rapper, right? An MC. So I got in that political debate. You can't give a damn about what nobody think of you. They don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. And so what's going on is, like you said, they softer than silicone. They used to pump up tits.
Okay.
They don't got game. They don't got game. So they bitter. They blaming. The bees, they bitter. They blaming. They coming on Demetrius biatching. Coming on her line bitching. Or even anybody's. But what happened is, because of the game you dropping, Donovan dropping, Demetri dropping, it get him a chance because it hit their conscious. Because the conscious is the soul. And so you can have an ego mind, you can have programs going on in it, but y'all don't underestimate what y'all doing. Y'all getting up into their subconscious, we're getting metaphysical, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we getting into their subconscious. So the brother, I'm
You
mad.
might have to go
brother,
back to
why
hood.
you mad?
No, you
Brother,
might have to go back
mad?
to hood verbiage for him so that he can get an understanding. Because
Well,
you might the
thing
words
is-
you using might be too big.
Okay, game. You keep dropping that sugar-free game.
Yeah.
And so I'm here receiving it because right now I'm trying to be on my E40. But no, let me get on my Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. That's what's right. Because I'm light skinned, but ain't no Drake in me.
Okay. And one thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave on this note, Kendrick Lamar, you ain't like us. Clearly.
Okay. Drop it.
Terrible. Happy Father's Day, y'all. Goodbye.
Bye. I don't even know what to say. Anyway, we're gonna get on out of here. I would love and appreciate every last one of y'all. We'll be back Tuesday, I think. I think we're gonna be back here on Tuesday. Fact I feel this question, dude on Mike, do you think you got ahead in life because you half white? David, are you half white?
Nah, I have evidence and everything how my dad's mom's mom was half black and half Indian. She in West Virginia. I don't know if y'all understand about the experiment of West Virginia. She was raped, and then my dad's dad. They both were results of that. So they grew up in a little colony where they had to be together. So if you study nowadays, that study shit, it's like it's called generational BMX. So right. My mama darker skin is your complexion, Demetra. And my dad is mixed. But what the fuck did they say?
They asked if you listen. I just wanted you to.
It's okay. I don't have to say nothing. I don't have to say nothing. I just want to know what they said.
They just asked, well, do you feel like you have okay, I don't want to misquote them. In fact, not feelings, we love you dearly. But you put the comment in there. You said, and we're going to get out of here because Donovan is kicking me under the table. He says, question, dude on mic, here, I'm going to put it up there. The dude on mic, do you think you got ahead in life because I think you meant you're half white, maybe? Is that what you meant?
Do I got a what?
Sorry. I think,
got ahead in life? Did I get ahead in life?
Yeah, but listen, David, I heard you tell your story up here. Even just this today, you heard it, and I didn't get any sense that you said you got ahead in life.
Hey, he told on himself. And if you want, I'm in Southern California. We can meet at an MMA gym, since you a man, and we can meet at a boxing gym. I light your ass up. I bet you, and I bet anybody that got money, whatever they put up, no matter what weight class you is, I light your ass up. You don't have a chance. And I'm only 165. Yep. I'm only I'm a $105. Hey, you're gonna find out where I came from and what. You can't get it unless you got it. You can't get it. It ain't in you unless you got it first. But whatever we give, and you like, wow, how did they do that to that man? How did that man do that? It's because we got it first. And you're gonna find out where I came from. And that's to anybody else that think you want to play that complexion thing with me. I hardly grew up. I was the only one this color where I grew up. Everybody was dark skinned. All my family, I was the only one this color. Because my daddy wasn't nowhere to be found. Mm-hmm. So I challenge you. If that's the game, because you the one outnumbering, so you got all the numbers on me. It's easy for you. It's easy for you, homeboy. I done been in every situation, in institutions and anything. Get ahead in life. You ain't been. I don't want to tell my business, but man, I've been in those institutions. You got ahead of yourself. But if you want, anytime, it ain't no hate. I will, do that to you if you want to come to the gyms anytime and bring your sons, your brothers, your cousins, the one that think he hot. You're gonna find out how experienced, and I can't wait because I've been dealing with that shit you just said all my life. But I ain't one of those Drakes. I don't have nothing. You more than likely had better life than easier life than me. Mm-hmm. But that's the way you want to try to use the numbers game. Was more of us that's this color, this complexion. This whole areas of Africa full of light-skinned blacks. Like, cut it out, man. Get your game right, homie. But like I said, come to Southern California. If you're here, when you're ready, I'll put my stuff right there in them comment. We can meet up and box, and then we could become friends. But we got to do that first because you're going to find out who I am. And I ain't talking, man. I'm telling you like it is anytime. I wasn't on no basketball court. I wasn't kicking no soccer ball. I was always in the gym fighting. When you ready.
Y'all heard it here first.
When you ready.
I'm gonna just say this
I'm
for
50.
real.
I'm 50.
And you're doing fine, brother. Listen, listen. I like to say Donovan gonna get me because we've been on here long. We were supposed to be ending the show earlier, but I can't tell David how to respond to that. I mean, I know a lot of times we play and stuff on here, but Yeah, y'all heard the man tell the story just briefly, and somehow we got to that he was better in life. I didn't get David. I didn't get that he said that, so I don't even know.
I think he won that fade. What up, homie? Right here in Southern California. In fact, where you at? My stuff on there. I'll meet you. Ain't no enemy, nothing. But I always want. This is the best type of sparring. We could do 100%. We could put gloves on. We could go straight. But it'd be an environment where it's safe. You know, they're going to wake you up with some water, put some ice on your neck, change your drawers, whatever you need, little boy. I can't wait.
All right, we about to get out of here. Okay.
And not everybody doing that. Everybody that's called, not everybody named Tank that does Tank.
Okay, yes, Lord. You know what? I'm gonna say a prayer. Father God, we come to you right now. We asking that you intercede and that you just bring a wave of calmness over this, whatever it is we doing today. In your mighty name, we do pray. Whatever God you pray to, amen and amen. So anyway, we love and appreciate y'all. We gonna get out of here. We'll be back Tuesday. And I don't know what we'll talk about, but I'm sure it'll be fun. In the meantime, you guys have a great rest of your evening. Peace.